Good. Another Friday night on quarantine.
That's what I'm talking about. Let me check the Twitch page real quick. Make sure we're looking good.
So whose board are you building?
This is for Yeffy.
Oh shit! You know what he was asking about Tofu?
Yep.
He came back.
He did. I built the last board I think for him, which was that Miami colorway. That Miami canoe.
Canoe, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, he had that thing
He was
Miami'd out.
Miami.
Yeah, he had that thing Miami'd out. All right, yeah, it looks
I'm
good.
glad he's back, kind of back. I'm glad he's back, even if it's not as much as it was.
Right. Lazy Asian up in chat. There we go. Yeah, you can be our test there, Lazy Asian. Make sure we're sounding all right. We're figuring out audio settings still. Oh, yeah, man. So it feels weird. It feels weird being quarantined. I feel like a lot of people aren't giving a shit anymore, though.
No, a lot of people aren't. Florida's opening up next week.
Oh man, I went out to pick up food earlier tonight, and I mean, I'm not a germaphobe or anything, but people were just running around like not caring at all about anything really.
Oh, it's weird. Yeah, I'm not a germaphobe either, but like anytime someone like I walk, me and Leela take the baby and we go walk or run around, jog around.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
If anybody gets too close, it's like, dude, what are you doing? Back the fuck up. Sorry, it's just a family-friendly stream.
No, you're good. Yeah, no, I'm in the same boat. Well, and even the kids that are just rolling around the neighborhood, I start losing it on them. You know, not.
Yeah, I don't want to like yell. So like typically it's.
I don't. Yeah,
like,
right.
Yeah.
I don't say any. I don't scream at the neighbor kids or say anything inappropriate. Yeah.
The hell, kid?
Hey, get the hell out of my.
Get the hell out of my personal space.
Yeah.
Kill you.
What was the? Have you seen the Rick and Morty with the personal space? Rule number one: stay out of my personal space. Rule number two: stay out of my personal space.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say though, I've noticed that there's like I live in somewhat of an urban area. I mean, I'm right outside of the city, so it's pretty densely populated. Anywhere in Jersey, really, but this one.
Yeah, you're right there in Jersey.
So I've noticed that like a lot of people are out walking and stuff, but there's like it's like an unspoken rule that if there's people on a sidewalk walking towards each other, it used to be that you like just stick to the right and you still on the sidewalk, but nowadays it's like one of us is gonna go all the way off the sidewalk into the street.
Right, one of you's got to go.
Yeah. And I've noticed that like I feel like we get the priority because we're usually with the baby, and even like the older folks who I think know that they're like more susceptible to the virus, that they're like, you're like not taking any chances. They go immediately as soon as they see us, they go straight into the middle of the road.
Yeah. No, it's crazy for sure. I have a bag of food here somewhere. There we go.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it is. It's nuts. I feel the same way. Yeah, I feel like we get priority a lot of times too when we're out and about, just because we've got the stroller, we've got the double, the 2x2 with the stroller, and so people typically just dip out when we're in the midst, of it. But yeah, so did you catch Franco's drive across the country?
Wait, did he stream the whole thing or something?
Yeah, so he did a VOD for his entire trip from Texas.
No, I need to watch that. That's so cool.
It's so good. He did
I've been looking at his pictures.
Yeah, so he did an entire VOD from his trip from Texas to Washington State. And the pictures are awesome.
The pictures are incredible, dude. He's like a professional photographer.
Yeah, Franco's really good. And then
he's such a nice guy too.
Oh yeah, such a chill dude. And then the general consensus though seemed to be when he was traveling across the country, people didn't really give a shit, and especially in Texas, nobody in Texas cared.
Don't?
Yeah,
they're like, Texas is big enough for everybody to have.
Yeah, well, he said he pulled over at the first gas station to fill up after leaving the training session where he was at, and the first gas station he pulled into, there's a guy pumping his gas and eating a sandwich.
He just doesn't care.
Like, yeah, I mean, and that was like one of the main hotspots that news companies or news articles are like telling people to watch out. When you're pumping gas, put your gloves on. Make sure you don't touch anything. Use hand sanitizer when you get back in your car.
more than one person is going to be touching. Basically.
Right. And yeah, and he was like, I pulled into this gas station and some dude's eating a sandwich as he's pumping his gas. Like,
probably the worst thing you could do.
Right.
Short of like licking the gas handle.
Right.
Which some people are doing, like some Instagram, like.
Oh God.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're doing it for notoriety or whatever, but they're like licking the toilet seat in an airplane.
Oh my God. People just generally are out their damn mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
like
young kids don't care because they're not as susceptible
to it, right?
I'm still gonna hang out, spring break, party it up.
Yeah, what was that one that it was like the Florida spring breaker, right? And he was like, yeah, screw this, I'm just gonna party still.
One guy was interviewing a girl. He was interviewing like random people, and this one girl came up to the camera, and she was like, her voice was like she was answering questions like that.
Yeah.
He's like, "What? Oh, you lost your voice? What happened?" She's like, "Yeah, I have the coronavirus." And like the interview was going on for like 5 minutes at that point, and then she's like, "So you should probably wipe your mic after this, or you'll get it." Just like, what the fuck,
dude?
The dude just like
as the reporter, I'd be like, thanks.
Yeah, he was just like,
you asshole. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I'd lose it. I would be too much of a germaphobe to tolerate that.
I mean, he went out there and he was interviewing them, so I mean, there's a little bit of responsibility there, I guess. But
yeah, I mean, you have to take onus, I guess, a little bit for doing that. Yeah, but
that girl was pretty.
Yeah, you're not going to get the highest quality of human at a Florida spring break, I would assume, too.
I mean,
yeah.
Definitely. I mean,
right.
College, so
yeah,
people had a good time. People don't want to lose that experience.
Right. Yeah, not the highest brow of.
I do feel bad for them because, like,
citizen.
College was really fun, but then, what about people who are like in the prime years of college right now? Like,
well, and think about too.
A little bit, I guess.
Yeah, think about too the kids who are like rising seniors and rising freshmen in college who are all jacked up now because the end of their senior year was canceled. Like they're in a shit spot. So what have public schools been doing near you guys? You haven't really been watching it too, because Finn's too young.
Well,
but you have like friends that they're in like elementary school.
He was in daycare a little bit. We actually took him out shortly before the whole quarantine hit, which is actually kind of good timing.
Yeah, nice.
But, a couple weeks later, when the thing really became serious, we were getting like emails from them saying that Highland Park is the name of the little stretch of town I live in.
Okay.
And the public schools were closing down, so the daycares as well were basically being forced to close down.
Yeah, kind of following suit, right? Yeah, they tried to
everybody's been doing it.
They tried to stay open near us for a long time. Sybin, what's up, dude? I see you in chat.
Yeah, you're in DC, so I mean, are you in the outskirts?
I am. Yep. So I'm in the suburbs as well. Yeah, probably about 45 minutes out DC.
Populated.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Probably about 40. Like I said, 45 minutes outside DC. A lot of people there still. And yeah, I mean, a lot of obviously what brings people to DC is a lot of government work and a lot of essential personnel because of that. A lot of security-based firms and clients out here, and so a lot of people are still working and going into offices, and so daycares tried to stay open for a real long time. But yeah, I'd say just about, with the exception of maybe one or two here and there, are all closed. So get this, I was talking to a friend the other night. So he's a pretty avid fitness guy. And I guess his gym was able to stay open because they claimed some sort of medical, I guess, exception. And so because they have people there rehabbing, quote unquote, they were able to keep their gym open. And so nobody goes. So it's this buddy of mine plus a couple of core groups of, their friends. And yeah, other than that, they're able to keep the gym open. And so, yeah, so it was the first time I'd heard about that. He was like, I was talking to him last night.
We have a gym next door, and they're all supposed to be closed down, but my wife sees them really early in the morning, people going in and leaving. So I think they're sneakily
sneaking them. Yeah, they're sneaking them in there.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame them. Once you get in a routine, if you break it, then it's
Yeah. So Florida calls boat clubs essential as well. So you're still going in. You're still going in, huh? Yeah. I mean, I guess they would be to an extent. I mean, if you have someone who is like out at sea. Speaking of, did you hear about that cruise ship that did not have any cases of coronavirus on it?
No.
So there were 2 cruise ships, I think, actually, that just came back in this week. And contrary to everyone heard about the cruise ships that got the coronavirus, and it just became a petri dish where everyone on the boat had it,
basically got corona, yeah.
And we're quarantined on the boat. Yep. Well, there were a couple boats where they had left before the thing really kicked off, and and they tested everyone. Well, nobody had it. And so their cruise was extended for 3 months. They just got back this month, and they've just been living it up on the cruise ship.
Are you kidding me? That's sick.
Yeah, and so they had to go into port once a month and a half ago to resupply, but they got everything they needed to restock up on food and supplies for the.
It's mainly the workers.
Extended vacation, right? Can you imagine though? Can you imagine leaving on a cruise and then you end up getting extended for 3 months, and then you come back to this?
It's like Noah's Ark, dude.
Dude, it's nuts. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like Noah's Ark. Except it's full of a bunch of, I think it was a French cruise. Except it's full of a bunch of, rich French people. Yeah, right, exactly. Dude.
That's pretty sweet, dude.
Yeah, no, it was wild. I heard about that the other day on the news. Yeah, so they got lucky, obviously. But
everything I've heard about cruise ships and COVID has been bad news.
Oh yeah, yep. Well, there you go. Something to mix up the headlines from what you've heard lately. Yeah, a little different change of pace there on the stories. I've also been watching. Speaking of good news, have you watched any of that John Krasinski Good News Network show?
No, I really wanted to.
Oh, dude, his YouTube videos where he's got those are really funny. Actually.
Didn't he have Michael Scott? Well, Steve Carell on there also.
Yeah, on the first one, Michael Scott. Yeah,
because it was basically Jim and Michael.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, the first one he did, he had Michael Scott on it, or Steve Carell.
What did they talk about?
It was basically them just catching up. Yeah, I mean, it was casual, like you and me. They were both just hanging out in their basements or wherever their offices, on a Zoom meeting, just drinking and hanging out for a minute, reminiscing. Yeah, reminiscing on The Office and whatever else. Yeah.
Dude, so I need to watch that.
Yeah, it was good. He's had a couple episodes of it now, I think.
You know what I like? This quarantine's been really interesting because even fucking Mike Tyson has something called. It's something like social distancing.
Okay.
Podcast or something like that.
Okay. That's great.
The same thing.
That's great. Did he have a podcast before, or he's now at it because he's having to social distance? And what's up, Yeffy? Thanks so much for the Twitch Prime subscription, buddy. I appreciate it. I
literally don't think he had a podcast before.
So this has started that off for him. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. There's some in there. It's like I'm scraping the edge of the barrel there.
Yeah, I mean that sounds really entertaining. I love Michael Tyson.
Oh yeah,
Mike Tyson.
Michael Tyson.
I was still thinking about
Michael.
It's me, Michael.
Michael Tyson, office manager.
It's me.
Guys, I'm gonna need your TPS reports.
Guys. I think Michael Scott does a Mike Tyson impersonation.
You know what? I've actually been rewatching all the episodes of The Office. I'm on season 3 right now.
Literally, I think everybody's got to do at least once during the quarantine.
Oh yeah.
I've been watching it. I called FaceTime my cousin, and on the background, all I hear is. I'm like, are you watching the fucking Office?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, we just leave it on in the background. And I'm like, wow.
That's great. That's
very, very relatable.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time. So I'm figuring out. This is interesting. This is the first time I've used these.
Like a camera that looks down?
Yeah, so this is the first time I've used these C3 stabilizers. They're interesting how they have the wires.
I can't use the wire platform. That was the problem.
Oh, with PVD? You can't?
PBT.
Oh, I didn't know that. So what, there's an issue with that?
Sticks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do you fix that? Can you shave it off? The edges?
Fortunately for me, I had GMK snap-ins.
Let me check on that real quick. Yeffy, you're actually in here right now. Are you still in chat, Yeffy? I want to double check with him before I proceed and continue tuning this up.
PPT, but maybe just the potential of sticking might be enough.
I asked. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that kind of is a drag. I asked in Discord.
I lubed them. I did whatever. Too. I mean, wasn't much I could do. I tried switching wires.
So that what is it? They catch. That's it. They're just plain and simple, right?
Say that again.
Let's see here. Okay, about stabs, three-way stab. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so here it is. Somebody replied back to me in Discord and said that these have issues with ePPT caps as of the time being. If you're planning on using with ePPT sets, it will not work.
Any PPT
Keys get stuck on.
For the record,
press.
I have like GMK cherry dye subs.
Yeah. So the wire clip, as I just confirmed, is extremely strong, and there's no way the wire can pop out. And the smoothness is good. Minimal rattle. Should be gone with a touch of lube. Oh, they originally come with a hex screw too, instead of a Phillips screw for the GMK for the C3 screw-ins too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so Yeffy.
A little Allen key.
Yeah, so Yeffy, they're saying, oh, I noticed that in the little Ziploc bag. Yeah, so Yeffy, if you're only using them with the GMK set and you don't care about the PBT, I mean, I think it's nice just because you won't ever have to worry about the wire popping out. You let me know. I'll redo them with the GMK snap-ins if you want me to. But
snap-in, screw-in, whatever you want. I just happen to have snap-ins.
Yep. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, sounds like he's only going to be using them with GMK, so we're probably good to proceed.
I mean, is it Miami? What is it using it with?
You know Yeffy too well. Yeah, it's probably like a Miami set or something.
Either that or Olivia.
Yeah. Yep, I remember that. He was using the 75% with the Olivia last I remember.
The E7. That's a hot board.
Yeah, with the E white, right? I think I built that one for him.
So good.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a nice one.
Okay, nice. Yes, we got the green light, so we're gonna proceed with the C3 stabilizers.
I mean, plus the C3s look nice. Like,
with like the pink.
The purple one. I don't know what you guys have. But.
Yeah, we're rocking the pink out with this, and so yeah. So if he uses Miami, he'll have like the Miami. He can like pop a stabilized key off and take some pictures. We'll have a little we'll have all sorts of Miami layers on this board. Yep. So what are you drinking tonight, Chad?
Just got some bourbon, 4 Roses that I got. One thing I really like about quarantine is it's made being lazy socially acceptable. So I get everything delivered to me, including alcohol now.
Awesome. Nice, dude. How does that work? So some guy goes to the distributor.
Leela found, so it's like a third-party service like Uber Eats.
Okay.
It's called Mini Bar Delivery. Leela found out about it.
Mini Bar Delivery.
Yeah,
nice.
I mean I guess it's still in its early stages, so a lot of people or a lot of places aren't aware of it, I guess. Fortunately, like I said, we're kind of in like an urban area, so there was one that was available. If you look at it now a lot of people are turning to it, but at the time when we first looked at it weeks ago, there was only one option. But now you can do different options, and it's like Uber Eats. They set it up through themselves. They actually have the prices listed on their website as per the liquor store themselves. So it's almost like a universal sale site for the liquor stores.
Do they go through some sort of authentication check where they ID you when you sign up?
They say just show your ID at the front door, and I guess if you don't have your ID, then they don't give you the alcohol, I'm assuming.
Right.
I mean,
oh, that's crazy. So Yeffy says, tell Chad # Marlboro Gang.
Marlboro Gang, what's up? I'm in Highland Park now, homie. But yeah.
Okay.
My parents are still in Marlboro.
There you go. Local.
They're living it up. They got a backyard. They got a front yard. They got it all.
Nice.
No need to. Well, they get bored anyway, but everyone gets bored.
Oh, let me tell you, the backyard that we've got has been an absolute blessing. So
you got a nice backyard in the suburbs.
Yeah, so these people that we purchased this house from, they had two little, well, actually they had 3 kids, and they had a playground in the backyard. And so, yeah, my girls love that, especially like the first couple weeks of quarantine and social distancing when everyone was like, everyone was, I was more erring on the side of caution. My neighbors didn't really give a fuck. And so their kids were constantly in the front. And, as soon as we moved in, we became friends with these folks. But I kind of was still shying away a little bit from having our kids play with theirs, just because their kids were going to daycare still. And so I was like, I don't want to be that guy, but I don't really want our kids playing together. No, and now, now I feel like
then you get sick. I don't think it's fun.
Yeah. Now I think we're all just kind of quarantined together, because they've obviously been out of daycare for weeks now too. And so, yeah, but it's crazy.
It is. I mean, I don't know.
How's turnout been in sales?
Artisan-wise,
if you don't mind me asking.
And I've had actually more entries.
Okay. Wow.
I don't know if it's because like people are just like bored, or maybe they're catching the sales.
Yeah, they're at home. They're seeing them. Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I've definitely had more interest, which has been, a blessing, obviously. I mean, either way, you're still going to sell all the caps, but it's nice to see.
So you're selling out quick. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you sell out caps, you know.
And you're getting a lot more entries, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting more
entries.
You
do raffle entries.
It's the same amount of caps though, so it's like
right. It's just less. It's harder for people to get them. Yeah.
More so RNG. I mean, I guess which builds the hype, and people want. You always want what you can't have.
Oh yeah. No, I've been trying to sell a camera lens. I've been finally getting some hits on it, but man, it is not the right time to try and sell something expensive.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I've been trying to sell this one camera lens I got about a year ago.
What kind of lens is it? Is it it's a certain?
Yeah, it's a Sony. It's a zoom lens. It's a pretty standard zoom lens I got about a year ago. It's the 24mm by 105mm lens.
I'm like shit at photography. I just know that I usually use.
Yeah, so it's a pretty big zoom for the Sony E-mount system. The Sony E-mount mirrorless system I think it's like a $1,300 lens new. I bought it secondhand for just shy of $1,000, and I can't get looks for but $800 now. Like 800, 850, like huge discounts.
Essential good right now.
Oh yeah, no. But anyways,
I mean,
on the flip side,
maybe you want to zoom out and see what the fuck other people are doing.
Yeah, on the flip side, people that are like on the market buying right now. Now's the time. I was thinking with the new Final Fantasy VII game coming out, I was like, man, I should just buy a PlayStation, because like I'm sure someone's down on their luck. Someone's down on their luck, and I can pick one up for cheap.
I've thought about it, but you know what? Yeah. I also want to wait for the PS5.
Yeah. Well, it's just going to be so long for it to come out, especially.
I mean, they said it was going to come out, this year?
Yeah. And then the PC version of Final Fantasy VII isn't supposed to come out until 2021, I don't think.
All right.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's all rumor and speculation, but they're saying that variant, they typically do almost an exact calendar year.
Yeah.
They release it on the exclusive system, always PlayStation.
Yep.
Yeah. Now would be a sick time to be a gun seller. Yeah, so Sybin, I was talking to my neighbor who's like kind of into that sort of thing, and he was at the gun store wherever he went, and I think he was at Cabela's or something, and the guy in front of him that he was checking out behind had like cleaned out all the ammunition for like every caliber of gun. Like he was behind the dude with like a shopping cart full of ammo, and
there's got to be a limit, no?
He had
not even from the store, but like from the government.
The dude had 10 boxes. He counted up 10 boxes of 9mm in his cart, and that was not the only thing. He had a whole bunch of other like size bullets, caliber of bullets, and and he was checking out behind him, as I mentioned, and he said that the cashier opened up another line, and he was like, sir, you can go ahead and come over here. And he was kind of wanting to be like, nah, I'll just chill behind this guy. I want to see how much money this guy's about to drop in ammo real quick. Oh, it would have been thousands of dollars for sure. The dude, he said he had legit.
I'm surprised there's no limit on how much ammo you can buy, but I guess that's part of the Second Amendment.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, especially here in Virginia. I mean, this is like NRA headquarters.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Up here in the Northeast,
they're gun toting.
Although my dad did get his gun license relatively recently.
Okay. Yeah, I like going to like the shooting range, and I've been hunting a couple times, but yeah, I don't own any guns.
I don't know. Like kind of. I don't know if I would feel comfortable owning one.
Did you see the Dave Chappelle stand up about it?
Is it recent?
Fairly so. There was the Netflix.
Was it on Netflix?
Netflix stand up.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't think so.
He was talking about.
I mean, I was drunk.
He was talking about how he thought it might be difficult at first to get one, and then he went to a Kmart, and the guy instantly was like trying to help him, and he's like, so what is this for? Is this for hunting or self-defense? Like, the guy pretty much in no uncertain terms at the Kmart representative was like, are you trying to kill somebody with this thing?
Yeah. And David Chappelle was probably like, what the fuck is going on?
Right. Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, you need to.
They don't give a shit.
Yeah, you need to check it out for sure. It's definitely worth a watch. He goes. The guy's explaining it to him. He goes, yeah. So the first shot you load into your shotgun. Here's how you work it. The first shot is bird shot. That's the warning shot. That scares them. That stings them real bad. Yeah, like it just basically, it just basically pumps them full of the pellets, right? So then the second shot, if they keep aggressing, if they've invaded your home and keep aggressing after the bird shot, the second shot is buckshot. That's the one that puts them down. They don't get up from that. Yeah, the guy, it was just so funny listening to Chappelle talk about this guy just so candidly talking about how you murder somebody in your house. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because he's out in Ohio, I want to say. Yeah, I want to say they moved out to the suburbs when he went off the radar. Yeah.
That's right. You could live anywhere. You live in Ohio. No disrespect to Ohioans. We had a whole lasting key rate. It was like a bunch of everybody was from Ohio, I think.
Yeah, I mean, no, definitely nothing wrong with it, but it is just it's an interesting spot that you'd select out of nowhere. I don't think he had family from there, but it is a very low cost of living. So I mean, if you've made a bunch of money and you say to yourself, man, I just never want to work again, and I want to live off this, and I want, I mean, you live in Ohio, you can live off the money he's made, and then also, the next generation can as well.
You and hell yeah. Yeah. All right, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I've never been to Ohio. I would like to go. I'd like to do. Didn't KeyCon used to be Columbus? Didn't it start with the Columbus meetup? There we go. That's a good sign that we got the lights on here already. Let's open up Switch Hitter. Let's test this PCB. Okay, yeah, so you're local to it. We just picked up your boy Chase Young. Are you a Ohio State fan? Oh no, wait, what do I got going on here? Are these? Oh, that's wild. They have this PCB built right now with everything flipped. Yeah, they sure do. All the keycaps are flipped on this. Look, guys, I've never seen this. The XD60. is a PCB flipped. All right, so let's see here. Oh, I need to probably click in. Escape. 1, 2. I don't think I've ever built on an XT60 before. We'll see how this PCB works. I'll give it a little candid review here as we go. We're going to be doing a pretty standard 60% layout with this one tonight. There he is.
Let me pop in your stream. I want to see you build this thing.
Heyo. Yeah, buddy. Please do. So have you guys been checking out Valorant at all?
No, man. I don't have the fucking key. I want one.
It's so stupid how you had to idle streams in order to get that. I really wasn't a fan of how they did that.
Someone said you could get it by... Or the game's going to come out or something relatively soon anyway, so
that's what I've heard too. Yeah, I've been playing it a decent amount. It's actually okay. I've been enjoying it. Hot damn, boys, this PCB is absolutely nuts. Are you looking at this thing, Chad? Look at how much compatibility this thing has.
Oh wow.
This thing's got cut out for days.
Yeah, row 4 looks like you could go straight one use all across it.
Yeah, oh yeah, you can. I mean, this thing has got cutouts for days. I'm gonna assume. So I guess it really is just so you can do just about every layout on it. I mean, you can do split spacebar, you can do the triple spacebar where you have like 1, 2, 3, and then all the mods here. I mean, yeah. It pretty much enables you to do, I mean, I'm just guessing at this point where these window keys are. They have the arrow keys bound on this thing. Oh my god, this has got a crazy
What kind of switches are you throwing? Dude, I have the same fucking desk mat.
Nice, yeah, I love this desk mat. The little zap cables, Matt. Yeah.
Zap cables is my favorite, one of my favorite vendors. I've loved them even before.
Oh, did I not update the, the build. I didn't update the build for tonight. Yeah, hold on, let me do that real quick. So this PCB is an XT60 PCB. Yeah, they sure are. All right, so let me go here real quick. Figure out if I can update the build command.
Oh, hi, XT60. Yeah, that's the one that you really could do all the one use on.
Yeah.
You could really make it like the small space bar.
Yep.
I never liked that layout, but I do have a 60%. I wonder if my PCB.
To 60%. We're using trash pandas tonight.
It's my fucking PCB.
I've never used these switches before either. There we go. The build has been updated. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, this is a nerd 60.
Okay. What kind of case do you have on that? Is that the Techies?
It's a Tex. My favorite.
Oh, okay.
Cases from back in the day when I used to.
There we go. That's OG. That's OG. It's
so flat.
Dude, hell yeah. Yeah, that's so cool. That's the one you could get the bump-ons for.
Yeah. The bump-ons aren't. I don't like the big bump-ons. I like it low profile.
Yeah, like no, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. I like the like LZ boards too, where you could just take the feet off of it and just have the straight bump-ons on that too.
Yep, I love that. Look at this, dude. It even has the Lencios on it. Heard those fucking things.
Nice. Yeah.
So weird.
I remember those. I remember stripping those off as quickly as I could on a build too at one point.
I just thought they looked kind of cool. I don't know.
They do add an interesting aesthetic. What were the Zeals? Were they like an earlier round?
Yeah.
All wobbly?
Round 7, V1 maybe.
Okay. Yeah, so the wobbly.
I had this made. I forgot who made this. I want to say maybe like Bus Gamer or something made that.
Oh, okay. The caps, the stepped caps.
I had it to match this Booper blank that I had. It's my favorite blank for the longest time.
Oh, that is cool. Yeah, I like that. I can dig it.
This was a cool board.
Is that your daily? Are you still rocking that?
Literally, it's been sitting in my desk for years at this point.
Okay.
I don't use it. I never wanted to use it because I didn't want to get the Dolk shiny. It was like a brand new GMK Dolk set.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, I've got an OG set that I'm hoping to get shined up as possible.
Yikes.
That's what I'm
See that
looking.
You had the PBT with Russian Sub Legends?
Yeah, so this is the OG Sav keycap set.
Yeah.
Yep. It's
What's his face? Mark, I think, has a set that's like was shipped like 2 months ago from Russia.
Oh man. What, from Balloon? The new inbox ones from Balloon?
I don't even know, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know that dude. I know that dude was selling a bunch of them. He was asking like $600 for them.
I know Mark paid 300. So
it was crazy. Oh, nice. Yeah, so he got a good deal. Yeah, so this guy was Balloon, I think was his name. It was either Balloon was on Desk Authority or Geek Hack. I can't remember which, but he was selling them. He was selling them for a pretty penny for sure. But he had the OG board in the box and everything. So I mean,
damn, just untouched.
Yeah, so you got the switches, you got the keycap set, yeah, everything. And it was like new in box. Yeah, new in box, beautiful, like all wrapped up and ready to go. Yeah, we're gonna figure it out.
The thing about the Tofu that I never liked was just how high the angle was.
Really?
At least it looked high. I don't know.
Yeah,
was
we'll
it
see.
like 11?
I'll do a side profile here on it. No, I don't think it's that high. I think it's a fairly low profile board actually. Let me look here.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Let me look here. That actually might be a little bit higher profile than I anticipated. It's hard to tell from
see
that.
I mean, that's probably
from
like
that side angle. So I can tell. Here we go. Let's do this. I can tell it's a higher angle than.
How do we get those?
My Corsa. Yeah, it's a little bit of the steeper angle there. So, and the Corsa's it's like a 6. I think it's like a 6. It might be 6 and some change for the Corsa.
Yeah, it's Tofu's 11, isn't it? Oh no, Duck's 11.
It might be 8.
It's still too much for me. Whatever the Jane, whatever this Jane V2 is, probably. I mean, maybe it's 8. I don't know. This is the most I'll go.
Yeah, the Jane V2 I think is the same as the the CE, right? I think is the same as the V2. I'm not 100%, but I think that was somewhere in like the 6 to 7 degree. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I can't remember.
I got you.
It was somewhere in a decent. It was at a decent angle. Yeah, I'm all about the low profile.
Same.
Yeah, low profile, super comfortable.
6.9. Look at that.
Is that what it was? There we go.
6.9.
Okay, for the Jane. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, I was right on the money. Somewhere in that 6 to 7 degree. Is that what I said? Yeah.
Yeah, 7 degree. Yeah, that's just. I mean, that's fine. I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
It's actually probably perfect, to be honest.
I like. Yeah, I like 5. 5 degree. I feel like would be fucking incredible. So I'm on the Matrix. The Matrix 1.2.
7 straight up.
Okay. Yeah.
To me, I'm a layman like me. I don't really.
Yeah.
Think it matters.
A degree or 2 off. Yeah, exactly. It's not going to be too bad as long as it's somewhere in like that 6-ish or so degree mark, right? So plus or minus a degree. I think you're fine. Yeah. Bizarrami loves making those steep angled boards. Have you seen the wrist breaker?
Dude, I could never use that.
Did you see it? He had it at DC.
Probably, dude. I was pretty hammered.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had it at DC, and he was he had an essay set on it at the time.
Oh my god! So as much of a wrist breaking as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, low angle is so comfortable. So I guess technically, right, the best angle for you is actually a negative angle, but that takes it a little too
Right,
extreme.
that's what I'm saying. Like, why do
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just build a desk with like a fucking
Divot. Yeah,
Can you imagine?
a divot in it. Yeah.
If you're a touch typer, it'd be easier because
Yeah.
I actually kind of need to look at my keyboard. So.
Yeah, so for fancier side profiles, yeah, exactly. The Duck gets nuts with their side profiles.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that makes sense. Let's see if I can find, out of all of these stabilizer holes, let's see if I can find which one's the 7U. Did I find it right off the bat? Yes, I did. Literally the first one I tried. That's a pog in chat right there. I've got literally 20 different stabilizer holes I could have put this thing into, and I picked the right one.
It's always like a fucking hit or miss thing for me.
Oh, dude, the bottom row on any board I build, I have to put the keycaps on it to make sure I'm not fucking something up. Yeah, every time. Yeah, I've built probably 100+ boards for clients at this point, and every time I still put the keycaps on to make sure I don't have to go back and resolder it. Mm-hmm. You'd think I'd know.
Agreed.
I love it. I love it when the designers just be like, nope, this is a win keyless TKL. There's no other options. The PCB has exactly enough.
Well, on this PCB, I think there were still options for me. I just guessed right, I think.
Yeah.
Or no, I put the keycaps on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I put the keycaps on. What's up, Seth? How you doing, buddy? I see you in chat.
Actually, it's a win keyless chain, but there was the option for it to be to have the win key. So I think that's why the PCBs.
Yep.
It has compatibility with different.
Got a couple different layouts there for you. All right. I think I might actually. I've got, man, you've sort of what am I trying to say here? You've influenced me here, Chad. I think I might strip the dolch that I have on my unicorn right now off and put it on this board. I think the OG dolch that I have on this PC Tofu would look pretty dope.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. OG dolch and acrylic or polycard.
Yeah, I think that would be nice. I'm running out of key sets right now. I've got all my boards dressed up, which is something I normally don't have, and so yeah, I'm running light. And
how many sets do you have?
I do believe. So I've got 6 boards right now. I've got another client's board built up, so that's 7, and then I probably have like 3 maybe ish or more sets in my desk drawer here, but you know me, I mean they're all the same thing. I think I probably have like 1 more wob set, and I have probably 2 of my boards dressed in wob, and I probably have like 1 more like beige on black set. And so
I like wob.
Yeah, I mean I put beige and black on everything. I don't really mess around.
I like so my favorite thing is PBT. So Infinity is coming out with wob.
There we go.
PBT.
Yeah, I like PBT a lot.
I ordered a set, and hopefully it's good.
There you go, ADX. You got it, man. Wob and beige is enough. Yeah, the true pros know. I do have a little bit of color incoming. I have the GMK Dracula set coming in, Chad. Have you seen that one?
Which one?
GMK Dracula.
Oh, dude, when is that shipping? I want the extras.
Oh, dude, I know.
I'm like not trying to get GMK anymore, but
yeah, that was the same move for me. That was my same mindset. As soon as I saw it, I was like, I'm not really into GMK these days, but this is too good to pass up.
That was a set that I wanted to put originally on the Jane.
Oh,
although I don't know, I might just leave the fucking.
It's so good.
NCR die subs, dude.
I mean, anytime I'm in text editor or in Slack, I've got Dracula set as all my.
I can't wait to do Dracula Artisan, to be honest. I think the colors.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's just like Oblivion. You've got so many choices. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be worthy of like 2 more sales. I don't know, man. NCR die subs though. Let's be real. Check it out.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong there. Yeah, are you tuned into stream? Oh, dude, and I love those blanks too. Did you miss me again? I think you missed me, bro. I entered in your sale again. and you're skipping over me.
Dude, it's RNG. You need to literally let me know.
No, I get it. It's all about the thrill of the hunt.
Off the record, I got you.
It's all about the thrill of the hunt. No, I feel you, man.
You're right. It is all about the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah.
Though, if
so yeah,
I
here we go.
that,
I actually have this too. There we go. Can you see this one on stream? There it is. This thing is so heavy.
Oof. Are those NCR?
Yeah, that's NCR as well.
No, why don't you have a stepped caps lock? And what the hell is up at the bottom left?
So this is a key code I built for a client, and he wanted a split. He wanted a split right shift, and he wanted a split backspace. And so I legit ran out of caps I could put on it. The 0 on the NCR set is the longer 2U 0, and so I didn't have anything for the left win key either.
NCR set is my favorite.
Oh yeah, I love that.
So happy to have one. I need a new space bar though. Mine's fucked.
Yep. Yeah, no, I actually got super lucky. A friend of mine in the community found my set for me and hooked me up. All right, so what are we gonna do here with keycaps? The Dolch makes it so easy. I can strip them right off my unicorn and put them right on this Tofu. I think that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, you don't even know. It's the same layout. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So this will be perfect.
So on a 60%, I would have gone split backspace. But I don't know. Maybe nowadays I don't think I would. I don't know. My tastes have changed, I guess.
There we go. Yeah, because I want to line this thing up too, just to make sure that I'm getting all the keys in the right profile. Because this damn PCB has got a million different options. Oh, so yeah, I need to catch up here in a minute though, Chad. I'm taking a break. I had a couple of drinks earlier tonight.
No rush, dude. The night is young.
Yeah, buddy. This is actually gonna look almost identical. So I've got this with the bum wipe stems, and the trash pandas look exactly the same too. The switch looks almost identical. It's like a darker gray as opposed to
OG
black.
So good.
Yeah.
Wait, what switches are those?
So these are the bum wipes. This is a vintage cherry housing with those UHM WPE stems in them. Okay. And they're pretty good.
Tactile or?
Yeah, they sound all right.
Are they tactile?
No, linears. Pretty smooth too. But they look like clears. And then here's the trash panda. It's got that gray. It's sort of like a gray housing.
Who makes those?
Yoke. Is it yoke? Yoke.
I don't know.
Yoke. We'll go with yoke.
Topper? I say Topper.
Topper?
I say Topper.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
Tomato, potato.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's slide this thing up.
Waiting on. I'm assuming coronavirus is like extended the shipping dates on basically everything, including GMK Dracula. But whenever that ships.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, we're gonna be in it.
I'm gonna shine the shit out of those probably. I'm gonna shine it. I don't care.
Yep, we're gonna be in it for sure.
We'll see. I don't know. I don't want to take them off my J. I don't want to take these off the J. He's just the ultimate set.
Yeah. Man, this is so. I've never had as much difficulty finding the location of my spacebar on a.
Oh, sweet. He wanted a 70 ohm down.
Let's see here. Bear with me here, chat. We got to find out how to get this thing in here. Oh, whoops. I'm putting it in backwards, too. That's probably my mistake. Yeah, so anyways, let's see here. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Hey, there we go. Missed connections in chat. There we go.
That's Yeffy's girlfriend.
Nice. Yeah, no. I'm just trolling.
Hell yeah, let's all go up. Max is gonna drive up from DC. We'll all hang out.
Yeah.
We got Korean barbecue.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm always down. I'm always down for some Korean barbecue.
It was good. Definitely good.
Yeah.
It was an excuse to drink, which is always good.
You need an excuse to drink?
I mean, I guess I just try to have one so I'm not a full-blown alcoholic.
Oh man, not me. No excuses.
No excuses.
Just going in. I told you last time I was uninebriated what my wife said, right?
You broke up there, what?
I told you last time I was uninebriated what my wife said, right?
No.
So I'm home, right? Obviously. She's chilling on the couch watching Netflix or something, and I come through the living room to the kitchen for like my 6th or 7th refill at that point. She just turns to me and is like, really?
That's amazing.
I was like, yeah, really.
That's marriage right there.
We're going in tonight. This is going to be the most difficult part of this build. Me having to put in all of these
caps.
These
so what does he want? He
switches.
wants 1.5, 1.5?
Yeah. For the bottom row, he wants 1.51, 1.57. And so we're doing like really, we're doing really standard 60%. Yeffy was pretty much just like, do whatever you would do. And so,
oh yeah, I would do 1.51, 1.57, then same thing. You know what I used to do on my 60%, even the one that I showed you, is the right. So the right would have the 1.5 alt, then the whatever button, and then the 1.5 control. I would make that left, down, and right arrow, and then I'd make the split shift would be my up arrow.
Yep. Yeah, that's a pretty common. Yeah, it's a pretty common one. Yeah, people do that so that these are arrow keys for them.
Yeah, yes, that was the only way I could. I don't actually use arrow keys anymore, but I had to do that. That was my justification for getting
when you're learning it. Yeah, when you're learning it, it makes it a lot easier. Yeah, because the arrow keys is what people like shy away from the 60%. I feel like for.
Right. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I can't miss my arrow cluster. Like that.
Now on the
people
Jane,
see that.
My instinct on the Jane is to do WASD with the function key, but that doesn't work. I didn't program this yet, so my function key, I usually make my caps lock key the function key.
Okay. Yeah. Yep, I hear you.
I do 60% as well.
I do 2 controls. I'm weird because I'm gaming. I like to have this control still, but then I also do this as control for like text editing and stuff. Yeah, and then I do the function on the right. I mean, you see the layout here. I do this as normal function. That's the shift, and then I just do these guys 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Those are my arrow keys.
Okay.
Yeah, I do this straight up HHKB layout for the arrow keys.
Yeah, no, that's HHKB layout's really good. I just never got used to those arrow keys.
Yeah. So now at this point, like when I'm actually editing, like I can just be like this, and if I need to go up a line, I just go like that. You know, it barely takes me off of home row. So I'll be like, doing my thing, and then right there. So
I think your hands are way too big for 60.
I think these caps are spread it out a little bit too far. What's going on here? You see these gaps?
Yeah.
Something's wrong with that.
Yep. I think it's just the control. The control is too far right.
Control's too far over. Yep.
You got to push it to the left.
You right, sir. You right. Oh, which means, you know what I've done? I might have my... Hold on. Let me check something here.
I can't believe you've done this.
Mate, I can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe you've done this.
I might have screwed the pooch on this one. But hold up, though. It literally is lined up. That's how it needs to be. Does this plate not support? Going over one more? Well, no, I'm over in the furthest. I'm ever in the furthest spot, so maybe what we need to do here is move this guy over. Although that guy's definitely hanging off the edge. Hold on. Let's go to the XD60 page, the XD60 website here, and see.
You can't go left anymore?
Yeah, I just need to make sure if this layout's supported. I believe it is.
Dude, if it's not supported, meanwhile they support 1U fucking everything else.
Right? That thing has to be.
Maybe it's like really stickler of me, but when I was shopping back in the day when I was building the 60%, my perfect PCB, it ended up being like the nerd 60. I like never wanted to get an XG60 because I was like, there's way too many fucking holes in that. I don't want there to be like unnecessary holes. It's just like
right.
Unsightly.
Oh yeah, so hold on. What in the hell? I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can do it with this. I see the 1.51, 1.57, but then it's 1111. Yikes.
Oh, okay. So that's well.
Yikes.
So what is it? Does Yeffy care?
Let me see here what the best layout with this thing would be.
Does Yeffy care?
Well, I mean,
you might need to just go 1.25, 1.25, 1.25.
Yeah, let me see what we got here. The most reasonable layout on this looks to be the 1.25, 1.25, 1.25, 6.25, and then 1.25s.
Well,
fill it out.
Is the only way to get a 7U 1111 at the right side?
You can do 1.5, 1.57, 1.25, 1.5, 1.25, which is weird.
So the spacebar is very left.
Yeah, very left. Why would they design this PCB like this?
See, and that's probably why I didn't get the XD60 PCB.
Dude, this is nuts. Check this out.
Does that come standard with the Tofu?
Check this out. No. So the Tofu, I think, is got its own thing, but yeah, that's a weird layout. 1.5, 7, 1.5, and then they have like the HHKB. Do they even have the off-centered HHKB layout on this thing? They do. That's wild, dude. This XD60 is so weird. Dude, I saw a million options and I just assumed that it had 1.5, 1.25, or 1.5. There's got to be a good way to do this. Let's see here. There's just nothing that's symmetrical, which is infuriating.
Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, I always wanted the 7U because it's right in the middle, and then
yeah.
I mean, what you could still do 1.5, 1, 1.5, 7U, 1, 1, 1, 1, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not symmetrical, but at least you get the 7U. Does he?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the best.
On what he wants.
That's the best option, honestly. But then, yeah, you do that, and then.
What does Yeffy want? Does he know what he wants?
Yeah, we'll have to check. We'll have to check. I would still say that. Yeah, because you can do the 1, and then the non-stabilized key there. Let's see. We'll have Yeffy tune in here in a minute. That's infuriating. Hey, Brianna, get Yeffy to check back in on chat. Tell him to look at this image I'm sending him. Let's see here. This is crazy. Yeah, I thought we looked at this thing and we saw it. Man, I must have been screwing the pooch on this one when we initially saw it. Here we go. Take a look at this. Here you go, chat. You can see the craziness that is this PCB.
Yeah, the supported layouts are fucking wild.
Do you see this thing? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit, our key's up.
What is it, a bull?
Is it a bull tonight or is it a Sirius? I'm getting DDoS protection right now by Cloudflare.
Fuck it. You know what? I'm on the website already. I might as well.
Is it
It's a devourer, and a bull.
That devourer is kind of cool. With the gold teeth.
It's new. I'll get it. Fuck it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, look where the nose location is. That's nuts.
Hold up. Trying to multitask and play fucking COD. This isn't even happening. Oh shit.
The nose.
Your teammate in this game, dog.
The nose in between the 4 eyes. That's wild.
Oh, this is where you get the hip fire kills, baby. This is where you get the hip fire kills, baby.
So let me see here. What do I have? What do we potentially have the option to do?
Oh
with this
my
thing, Yeffy? I'm gonna check real quick my other PCBs, Yeffy, to see if we have something that might be able to fit in this. I don't think I do, but
this is crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
I've got a million TKL PCBs.
Oh.
I'm about to lose one too, am I?
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the ultimate place to get hit by though. For real.
To just go for doing the arrow keys layout, Yeffy. Yeah, so that would be...
Yeah, you could do just like straight up actual...
So that would be the... I'm just trying to picture that layout. So that would be the 1.5... The 1.5, 1, 1.57, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then you would have...
Technically, it's still symmetrical. Like the space bar's in the center. Which is, you know.
I'm just trying to think. So I don't like... I remember that. I didn't like the layout there on the second row because it moved over the shift so that you didn't have a question mark key anymore though. And that I didn't like. Yeah, so go Mean Green, thanks for the follow, buddy. Yeah, that's the only part that I'm not in love with on that. So the seven with the quad ones, and then if we did,
it's not bad, dude. It's a very functional keyboard.
Yeah, and then if we did, yeah, let me think here. You have one, two, three. These are all pretty much set into stone. You can do the weirdest thing here where they have an image where you can do a 1.751 instead of the 2.25 enter key, which is wild. Am I looking at that right? Who would do that? Oh, no. They have a 1.25 instead of doing the 1.5 for the enter key. That's wild. The XD60 has got some
very
funky layouts. Dude,
it's like, let's fit a TKL in a 60%.
This is wild. Yeah. All right, so I'm looking at that. All right, so then you can do... Yeah. So we can do... What I'd vote for, Yeffy, at this point is do the 1.751 on the shift here. So essentially, it would look exactly like this on my unicorn. And then instead of having the symmetrical you'd still have the 1.51, 1.5 here on this side. You'd have the 7U exactly as we have it set up here, and then you'd have 1, 1, 1, 1. 4 ones. I think that's the best bet. And then you get an extra, you get the Alt, you get the Control, you get the Windows key, and then an extra menu button. You know.
It's functional as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, and just about every GMK set these days is going to come with that extra menu button or an extra button that you can put there on that bottom row.
Some row 4 shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Yeffy. Let me know. I'll give you a minute to figure it out. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
I mean, worst case scenario, Yeffy, would be you get a new PCB. It's not the biggest deal. It's up to you. I mean, How much do you care about symmetry? Oh, he shot me. I don't know. So either way, it's gonna be a sick ass board. Yeah, Zach. He's let's triple. Infinity PBT is the way to go. Yeah, we're gonna get you in here, Zach. I think Max said he's going to take a shit. I think he said. He's a big boy. Infinity is very hot though, for sure. I'm waiting for Infinity to ship me that PBT white on black. I'm hoping it's good. A couple things that I'm hoping that it's going to that are going to be good about it is first of all, the reverse die sub. I hope it's legit. I understand if you flip over a die sub keycap, a reverse die sub keycap, it's not going to look pretty, but it is going to be assuming it looks good for like on the front side where the legends are, that's all right. But if you flip it out, it's not exactly the nicest looking thing. I'm hoping it's okay. I'm hoping that it covers all of like the top part of the keycap, even the sides, so that it looks like it's
alrighty
a double shot keycap. Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah.
That was a fat. I told him that you were taking it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But Zach says he wants to come. Yeah, that's a warped spacebar. You saying? I don't know. That's another thing that I'm hoping is that there is no warped spacebar. That's a big thing for me.
Yeah, Zach, let's get up in here. A warped spacebar? Oh yeah, with like PBT. That's the only problem with PBT.
Apparently, you could fix it if you somehow leaving a book like a weight on it overnight or something like that. If that's true, then it's more manageable, but I obviously would rather not have that be the case. If Cherry can do it, then...
Oh shit, I just disconnected us. There we go. I just disconnected us for a hot second. People can see my upcoming meetings too.
Hey, what's up? Hold on, let me put some stuff away real quick.
What up, Zach?
How are you?
Let me pop this thing out and bring that thing up there. There we go.
Back where it came from, so help me.
I need to fix the guest layout here. Hold up for a second, boys. Oh
cheers,
yeah,
buddy.
baby.
That dude's got the coolest wardrobe.
Yeah, he does. Just hanging out there.
Hit fire, hit fire, hit fire. I just hit fired your butt. I smell popcorn.
There we go. What do you think, guys? Can I move this over so it's like a 3x3, like 1, 2, 3, as opposed to 1, 2, 1?
I think if you just... No, I don't think you can.
I'm limited to...
I think this is the most efficient way to get the most...
I'm limited to the constraints of...
The biggest size screen while still having...
Yeah.
Same size in 3.
I'm limited to the constraints of Discord here.
That is true.
It's all good. We'll figure that out. Fix my... Resize my overlay here. Let's see here. Do I have enough to just drag it down here? Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Actually, I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna get water.
The secrets of my Discord overlay. Boom. We did it, fam.
I bring my keyboard in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's up, Zach?
What's up, brother?
Oh, plenty. How are you, Chad? How are you?
Good, man. I haven't seen you guys. I haven't seen you, DC.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Yeah.
It has been a while. Ugh.
Life is good.
I was just telling Max how I love your wardrobe and your apartment. I mean,
oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Really well organized.
Clean that up so it doesn't look so so gruesome. I'm working with a slightly improved, slightly new setup here.
Okay. Okay,
so I just got a blue Yeti mic today.
Nice, dude. I'm rocking a Yeti.
Oh, nice.
I've got a Yeti right. Can I tell? There it is.
Hey, there we go. Nice. Yeah, that's a good pickup. There we go.
It is a great pickup.
We're going pro. We're going pro on this thing, Chad.
You're a very pro streamer right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm down, man.
I've got water.
You got alcohol, most importantly. Ooh.
No, I made a I'll share the pic in chat. I made Manhattan today. I've been making drinks for the first time. Like, I think I made my first drink last week. I made penicillin.
I don't know that drink. You gotta tell me about it.
It's whiskey. So it's whiskey topped with a little bit of aged whiskey for smokiness.
Okay.
Boiled ginger honey syrup.
Nice.
Meyer lemon. And ice. It's like a sweet, delicious lemon. My roommate's mom sent us some.
Nice.
And then this week I made Manhattans, and here's my Manhattan. It is some delicious stuff. So this is the second drink I've
Manhattans are delicious. I feel like I should probably take more time to make the drinks that I drink. I just literally, I'm sipping whiskey right now straight chasing with Mio water.
I'm sorry, boys. I'm halfway paying attention. I'm fixing a disaster here on this build.
That Mio stuff's delicious.
Dude, it's so good.
It is delicious.
That one that tastes like Gatorade.
And I've got a few bloobs left. Nice. Frozen. Because frozen bloobs are the best. Look at these.
You're so elegant with your drink choice there, Zach. I've got a Makers and ginger ale.
I'm straight up digging your apartment. It looks fucking comfortable. It's like cozy.
Cozy enough right now because I'm in the middle of upgrades. So hold on, let me finish my bloobs and clean up a little bit, and then I'll show you what's new.
Good, buddy.
It is great.
Oh, I'm dead, bro. My wife has made popcorn. Oh, and I'm dead again.
Nice. Hey, Chad, what's that in the back? Are those artisans that you have on display there on the back left of you on camera?
Oh, those are Legos. Austin.
Oh, nice.
Oh. I dropped one?
No, I don't think so.
Austin sent me a thing to...
No, I think you're good.
I didn't drop one?
I think so.
Whoa, that's weird. Thought I did.
Good.
I should, but yeah, I will. That's baby. Marriage is awesome.
So what do you think, chat? I just realized that Chad, we're back to the drawing board on this thing. Our plate won't support 111 on the right side. And so, or 11111. Yeah, on the right side.
What the fuck does it support? Does it support a 7U spacebar? Yes.
So this is what. Yep. So this is what I'm thinking, and I just messaged
hold on. What does it support then on the right?
We can do 1, 2, 3, 4 if we do the 6.25. The 6.25 then goes in here.
So it obviously it supports a 7U spacebar.
Yeah. But then the PCB doesnn't. This supports the right. This supports the right layout. This supports 1.51, 1.57, 1.51, 1.5. But the PCB does not, which is the weirdest damn thing. Yeah, there needs to be another drop in over here to the left further on this guy. This recessed area here, there needs to be another pin over to the left.
Then.
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I just messaged Yeffy. He said that that's fine for him, so we'll proceed with that. We're going 6.25 on this thing.
It's very chill. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Yeffy is super chill. And by all means, Yeffy, let me know, dude, if you don't want to do that. We can absolutely call an audible on this thing and figure out another PCB. If you were in love with the idea of doing the alternative. So yeah, so on this one, let me just make sure that this would actually work. So if we do a 6.25, that guy goes in there. The stabilizer comes in here. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 1.25s. And then we have 1, 2, 3 1.25s. What's up, Jax? I see you in chat, dude. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. My gain is turned down really low, but I think I'm still too loud. I'm turning myself down a little bit more, chat. Let me know if I'm a little too low now at this point. Yeah. So I think that's the best bet. That will fit.
He's cool with it, man.
It takes us back to the drawing board with our caps, though. We can no longer use these.
Yeah.
These will not work.
What else are you going to use?
I don't know. Now I'm back to the drawing board on everything. Man, I was anticipating an easy little, thought processless build here. Yeffy is in fact alive, Jax. He is here, not in the flesh, but in spirit. Although he might be, I don't know. I've seen Brianna chatting more than Yeffy as of late.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, Zach has got the best setup. I need to get rid of my closet and just get one of those hanging wardrobes like you've got, Zach.
I'm gonna be real. There's no way I don't have the best setup.
Dude, that's nuts.
That's sick, dude.
It would be unfair for me to just be modest after like pouring so much effort into all of this.
Yeah.
Looks good, brother.
Dude, the shoes too. What do you have? 20 pairs of the same shoe? I'm just teasing. I know they're all different.
I have 6 pairs of shoes. That's all my footwear.
There you go. I've got my flex footwear behind me. It's actually, you can't see it. It's off the camera right now. But
It's off camera.
I've got the undefeated Air Jordans behind me.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah, they're nuts, dude. Have you seen them before?
They're
They're crazy. Here we go. My shoe game. With the undefeated on the tongue. All right, let me see here. All right, so we need to retune this stabilizer here for the middle then.
All right, let me see if I can show what's on my side. Probably, yeah, I can. All right, we got
3 Snickers.
Blue Yeti.
Oh yeah.
Excellent keyboard.
Oh yeah. Is that the LZ?
Yeah, it's the LZ. I've got my Z7 with the fisheye lens. God, this is such a bad background. There we go.
Can you stream with that?
There we go. Dude, your lighting is incredible right now, Zach.
I can. So there's my view. I have
Dude, that's
my
dope.
Utopias over there, just waiting to get mounted on my desk.
Nice.
Beautiful.
I have the tiniest little computer right here. It's a little
Compact.
baby. Yeah, it's a ultra compact.
Love it.
I have my network storage.
Okay. Yep, there you go.
Triply redundant.
There you go. Dude, that tube amp is nuts.
That fucking bed there, dude.
That tube amp is
For all
so
my photos.
nuts.
I have my tube amps.
That's custom, right? You made that?
I didn't make the tube amps. They're called Fireflies.
Okay.
Is the best way to search for them.
Okay,
Right?
nice.
Then I have Model F.
Oh shit, you got a Model F?
There we go.
Yeah, I got number 2. I got number 2.
Number 2. Nice. It's
You
cereal?
can't see it, but I have a mouse back here. So I have a handball mouse over here. I have a thumball mouse over here.
Okay.
I have a vertical mouse over here. I have wrist problems, so I try to load balance a little bit.
Dude, that's nuts.
I've got-
Nice. What's up, 8Bert? Thanks for the follow, dude.
Alright, so I have junk in the corner. This is mid-room move, trying to figure out where stuff goes.
Oh, those models though. Is that some of the Sludge Kids?
Those are they're the cause figures.
Okay.
Yeah, you
They're
see like
called-
the half
Yeah.
like Mickey Mouse
It's like
thing.
the sectional. Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Those are
so
cool.
that's my, sorry, trying to figure this out. Bookshelf, I just cleaned it off today.
Okay. Yep. What are you reading right now, Zach?
This is it. But
That's good, dude.
I'm embarrassed by the shit in the corner. That's like
Totally, it should not be.
But
Is that a fixie?
what?
Is that a fixie?
No, it's it's got an internally geared hub, so I can ship even though no.
Are you in
the
the urban area of DC?
Yes, exactly. It's perfect for that.
Yep, Zach's right there.
Dude, and you have like a bust mannequin.
Oh, I do. Yeah. So my mom got this in the 80s.
That's so sick.
There's a store in the MD Burbs. There was a department store called EJ Corvette, and it went out of business. And she bought a bunch of these, and she used to keep one of them in the front of her car and try to drive in the HOV lane.
No, that's so funny.
Your mom sounds amazing.
Did she
put like a top hat, like a sun hat on it?
Oh
yeah,
god.
And like belt it in, right? And put a t-shirt on it to conceal the arms.
That's
sweet.
So good, dude. So I got to tell you a story.
Awesome.
So some of my buddies, when I was working downtown, their neighbor actually got busted by the feds doing the same shit. They were living over in Shirlington, and yeah.
It was very much a different time where like there was just not really very much tracking available for that kind of stuff. No high res photos.
Yeah, next thing you know, they're raiding this dude in their parking lot where he lives. And they're like, I guess he had some sort of inflatable thing that you could like put up and take down. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Traffic in the DC area. I don't blame him. I can understand if I was making that trek up and down 66 every day, man. You got to do what you got to do. Let's see if lightning strikes twice and I'm able to get it in the right hole in the first time.
Point. Don't use
That's what
cars.
you said. Did I lose the little hex screws? No, I didn't. Oh, they're right there. Beautiful. This is just meant to be. Let me try to line this up with the plate real quick. Yup.
Oh god, does this do I totally forgot. You could ASMR this.
Oh yeah.
I'm currently eating a Snickers peanut butter.
Unwrapping it. Nice. I've never seen more ergonomics in my life. Well, Zach, in order to get it truly next level, you need to get one of the what's it called? Rukias from Jax in chat. Then you're fully ergonomicked out.
Yeah.
8-bit you're 10 mice and a Rukia.
Kinesis, you're exactly right. 8-bit derp, the next move would be a Kinesis, except that I don't type with standard layout. So it would be kind of difficult. Like, I have not fared well with relearning layouts.
Yeah, touch typing.
Although on the other hand, I did just go I did just go and like ambidextrous myself. Like I spent months practicing using my left hand for all of my standard tasks. And it made it a lot easier, which is why I have left-handed and right-handed mice now.
Okay.
Was
that week 3 of quarantine activities?
No, that was years ago.
I'm gonna learn how to do everything with just my left hand.
That was years ago. But since then I have I have an exercise routine and this like load balancing to keep my hands happy.
There you go.
Yeah, you say it needs more ortho, but a lot of the ergonomics is not in the keyboard itself. A lot of the ergonomics comes from your posture. It comes from the layout of your desk. It comes from your like organizational and work schemes. So, I mean, I'm fortunate enough to have a job at an office where like I got a doctor's note and I got a full ergonomic assessment of my workstation.
Oh, nice.
They allowed me to have under desk tray. They got me basically whatever I needed. And so now I'm working from home, and the company is struggling now, right? Because everyone's struggling now. So I went out and bought an under desk mount myself. But it's pretty convenient because it drastically improves my desk space. So now I can fill my second tier of my desk with Snickers peanut butter bars and
candy,
a Blue Yeti microphone.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Hell yeah.
Oh, and I have another mouse over here. I have another MX Ergo just in case.
Just in case.
I've never used one of those.
I haven't used it in a while, but it's really nice. The advantage of the MX Ergo over the hold on a second. I just fucking popped it off. Don't do this. All right.
What's up, Vez Boy? Thanks for the follow, dude.
All right. We're gonna... 2 mice. One is $80 and one is $20. Okay. The $80 mouse is worse in every fucking way except one, which is that the $80 mouse has Bluetooth in addition to the Logitech unifying receiver. If you want to use this, you have to use the little Logitech ergonomic receiver.
So I've never used a trackball, and I've always wondered how it is.
Been curious.
Playing an FPS or whatever,
I don't know if you'd want. I don't know if you'd want to do that.
It sucks.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do
You
that.
don't have enough control.
So what is the benefit? It's like good on your wrist, obviously.
Yeah, it just feels so much better.
So the weak points for me are my wrists. My thumbs and the rest of my hands are doing all right. And I do like exercises to make sure everything stays all right. But yeah.
Yeah, so definitely.
There is a thing that exists for that. It is called a Tex Yoda.
Yeah, with the little nipple, with the little nipple mouse.
That Tex Yoda is actually a really, really nice looking keyboard.
It's so cool. Yeah, it's so cool.
I'd use it for like a week, and then I'd be like,
yeah,
okay, this is going in my drawer, or like mount it over there behind me.
yeah. No, the nipple mouse is so cool. Yeah, the IBM nipple.
Have you used one before? Like the
cool.
Tex?
I have not used it with the Tex, but I've used to have a ThinkBook.
Tex Yoda is a 60%, right?
I had an old school ThinkPad, and I used it with that.
Yeah, the new it used to be a really rare keyboard, and then Tex saw what was it, like Computex or CES or something? They're like, yeah, we're actually gonna make a new one, and it's gonna be a kit, and you can put whatever switches you want in it.
That's so forward thinking.
It is. It was really smart. But yeah, I used a Tex Yoda from I don't remember the Max Young, the original Max in DC, like the first host of the meet.
Okay.
And he had one.
Okay, one of the OGs.
For a while, it was pretty fun, but it's kind of useless if you're using a desktop.
Yeah.
But on the fly, that's a great keyboard.
So some people too, though. I mean, I worked with a guy who was actually more comfortable utilizing that than he was utilizing anything else. And so when it came down to it, like he was pretty quick with that nipple mouse.
Yeah.
Like he loved it.
He could quick scope you 360 quick.
Chad, if you want to, like, I played FPSs for forever, and like part of the reason I'm sure my wrists are super fucked is because I went through a phase in my life where I was playing more than 10 hours a day for like years.
Yeah, that'll do it.
But before then, I was using one of these because I fucking grew up with one. I grew up with like a thumball mouse, so I was playing RTS games.
Mouse.
Yep.
So like non-competitive. Well, I guess non.
Well, I was playing
games, really.
Dota. I mean, reasonably competitively for like a 13-year-old.
I should say
be pretty competitive with that.
Non-Twitch games. I don't really know how I would describe it. Yeah, you could definitely play games with it.
With a Twitch game, you need it though. Not Twitch like the streaming platform, but like an FPS Twitch. Yeah,
like something that's like super.
Yep. Yeah, you would need it.
You have to have a normal mouse for FPS.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I definitely agree with that. And that's why I have, so I mean, you see on mine, I've got this huge L track. I also have the, I just put that over to the right, and then I use one of the.
When you play
G-Pros.
FPSs, what do you use regular mouse?
Yeah, the G Pro.
I don't play games anymore.
Yeah.
Do you prefer to use a trackball like every other instance, Max?
Yeah, oh yeah, and the L track specifically. I've got one of the Elecom huge mice as well, which is it's actually behind me. But yeah, the L track is even nicer. The mouse wheel is. Okay. I would be lying if I said 80% of the reason I don't use this these days is because of the mouse wheel. Have you ever used one?
A trackball in general?
The L track.
The spinning wheel, like the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's what I've got under my desk.
Chad, are you watching stream? Can you see my stream right now?
I'm watching. Oh no, I'm watching Zach.
Okay.
The full-time.
I got you.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can't see my webcam.
What the hell is that thing?
Yeah, so take a look at the you can see this thing moving too.
That looks like it's gonna take your sonogram or something.
Yeah, right. But yeah, no. Do you see the mouse wheel?
Yeah.
It just spins and spins and spins. Like it's so when I'm in like in text editing, and coding, I can make my way to the top of the document of whatever I'm working just by going
very quickly.
Whoop, that's it. which is a godsend. I can't believe how many times I've been there. I've been like scrolling up over and over and over again.
Buttons for?
Yeah, but I mean, there's ways to get up there faster too. But I mean, just when you have the mouse wheel, it's so much. Yeah, it just zooms right up there.
That's fair.
It zooms right up there. It's very just it's a nice feel to it. For sure. I like it.
Man, dude, I gotta say, you did like a really organized, clean studio layout. When I used to have I guess in college when I used to live, at one point I was like a mess. But I guess I was younger then. I didn't really care for all the stuff behind me. Is
your tastes update? Yeah, I mean,
it's a 2-bed, but I and my roommate is also probably streaming right now. He does a D&D podcast on Friday nights, I think.
Oh, nice, dude. That's hysterical.
I was actually supposed to start one.
You were supposed to what?
Excuse me. I was supposed to start one.
A D&D podcast?
Yeah, with Frank from Prime Caps.
Dude, that'd be so much fun.
I don't know. Yeah, we gotta talk about it. I made a character and everything. I've never done D&D before. I've always wanted to. So.
Yeah, same. I'm in that same boat. I would love to try. So, do you guys listen to any podcasts?
I used to. I haven't recently.
Have you guys listened to Hello from the Magic Tavern?
No.
Have you ever heard of it, Zach?
Just now, yes.
So, Hello from the Magic Tavern is a podcast. It's a fantasy podcast where this guy from Chicago falls behind a vortex, behind a Burger King, into a magical land like the Lord of the Rings. This magical land is called Foon. And from this land of Foon, he hosts a podcast where he's like vaguely getting some Wi-Fi signal from the Burger King still, he suspects. And it's a land of elves and wizards and, all sorts of crazy magical creatures. Anyways, it's hysterical in and in itself. They have a spin-off podcast called Offices and Bosses where they play a Dungeons and Dragons-esque game, but they're in the fantasy world with all the wizards and orcs and goblins and humans and elves and everything, right? In the fantasy world, they play a Dungeons and Dragons variant called Offices and Bosses where they're role-playing a real life, like you're playing as an IT manager. Is your character in the office, and they do a whole podcast spin-off on it where they're playing the Dungeons and Dragons however Offices and Bosses game, and so it's like you've been cornered in the break room by Karen. She's wanting to talk to you about her weekend and you're really not interested. And he's like, and so the wizard guy in the podcast is like, well, I'm an HR representative, so I have higher charisma, so I'd like to utilize my charisma and try and escape by just walking past her real quick without saying anything. And the guy's like, who's the office manager, who's the dungeon master, he's like, all right, well, you're gonna have to roll to do that. He's like, oh, you rolled a 12. He's like, oh, I don't think that's going to be good enough. Yeah, Karen's able to corner you. She's not going to let you escape that easily. I'm like, oh, that's so good. Yeah.
Karen wants to talk to your man.
Yeah. It's like the other guy's like, I'm going to go ahead and fall back on my special ability where I talk to them about that one subject we have in common for about 2 minutes, and then I'm going to try and leave. Yeah, it's really funny. And it's a bunch of grown adults pretending to be in a fantasy world and role playing the real world, which is even funnier when you look at it in context.
In this day and age, I would much.
Oh, dude.
Some other.
It's so funny though.
In the Matrix.
It's such a.
And maybe is this the Matrix? I mean, this sucks.
Yeah, it's such a
Sorry.
stream. Yeah, no, this is crazy.
I will be right back.
Yeah, man, you're good.
How long are you all doing this?
I'm building this keyboard tonight, so you guys jump in and out however much you want to.
I'm gonna be back in like 5 minutes. I need to go feed the cat upstairs.
You're good, man.
Yeah,
oh,
dude.
yeah.
Multi-level. Dude, his whatever he's wearing right now, I need one of those.
The shawl?
Is that what it is?
Is it a shawl?
Jacket.
Is it a jacket?
Turn around. Let me see what's on the back of that shit.
Oh, that's dope.
It's a jacket. It's made of like sweats material.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Damn.
So comfy as fuck.
Someone should make a pillowcase made out of like sweat suit. I'd buy that.
Yeah.
I could just sleep on my pants.
We are gonna be so classy with this build, Chad. I've got a set of blank keycaps that pretty much have every profile set built into them, and they are also not EPBT, so I will be able to not have any of my stabilizers sticking on me. So blanks is the way, my dude.
Yep.
Blanks are the way. Hey, Sharpie Joust is just followed. Thank you very much.
I do like to shoot blanks.
Dude, I'm all about it. I'm loving it. That's one of the things I collect the most these days. Like a nice clean blank. Keep trying to get one of those bad blanks. Man, no luck.
Listen, I'm gonna take a look at
RNG has not been good to me.
We'll see what's going on.
RNG has not been good to me.
Don't say that. I'll take a look.
Yeah. So yeah, man, no, it's crazy. I'm glad to hear though that artisan sales hasn't been falling off.
You know,
that's good.
I was very worried. When I first started doing artisans in general, it was fucking nerve-wracking to quit your job and to do something. But
are you officially full-time these days?
I've been full-time for over a year.
Dude, hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I didn't even know. Shows you how out of touch I am. Nice, hell yeah, man.
But I mean, it's all good.
Oh, I'm sure it is though. I'm sure it is. That initial, yeah, I'm sure that's got to be nerve-wracking.
Doing anything that's not a guaranteed, right? It's like, holy shit, this is scary.
Yeah.
But I was again scared because of the quarantine and not knowing, people are out of jobs and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Did you see the death caps eBay that happened a couple of days ago? I think it might be closed out at this point. He did the Kashka and the blank. Yeah, and the cross. He did the alien Kashka. And
I actually really like that colorway.
Oh, dude, it looks so good. And he put it up on eBay, and 50% of the proceeds went towards like the restaurant fund, I guess, for people who are like working in the restaurant industry, who are out of work, obviously, right now.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, no, great cause. Yeah, my sister's a bartender. She lives down in Georgia.
How is she doing? Is she all right?
She's been collecting unemployment since this whole thing started. She's doing okay. Yeah,
unemployment is.
She's really good at saving.
They buffed that shit up.
Yeah, the $600 a week. Yeah.
No, I think it's in New Jersey, it's basically $1,000 a week, which is
a
straight up salary.
Oh my goodness. What's the incentive for going back to work? No, what I was saying was the $600 a week. What I'm saying was the federal government kind of also added in that weekly stipend. Did you hear about that?
I think that's what I'm thinking of. Then that rounds it up to 1,000.
Yep. Yeah, because that sounds about right. Jersey was probably every place is. Let me be honest. Every place is better than Virginia with unemployment. Virginia is a whopping $380 a week, whereas like every other place is
even nowadays
like 500 plus. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I was just looking at it because there was an option for my wife to furlough herself. And when they started messing around with her schedule, she was honestly thinking about it. And she could furlough herself for 16 weeks and then just go back to work.
Yeah.
But
Dude,
yeah, we ultimately
like,
didn't.
Anybody
we didn't
who's
bet for that.
anybody who owns a business right now, it's with employees. I imagine it's hard to retain them when you can't pay them as much as you were paying them, and especially when it's easier to be, it's more lucrative to be on unemployment at this point. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's nuts. Yeah, I mean, for a lot of people. Yeah, exactly. So,
I mean, the caveat to that is it's harder to get unemployment. Like the unemployment is like currently.
Is it? I thought it was fairly easy at this point.
Well, the sign up for it isn't too bad, but then you also have to.
I think they're making the process a lot easier for.
It is not easy to sign up for unemployment right now. There are people who it depends on what city you're in. Like there are like 13 million people plus unemployed right now. Like that's like a huge undercount. Yeah. And
oh, they'll tell you it works perfect too. They'll be like, oh yeah, the website is up, everything is good.
There are people who have been like calling their unemployment offices for like just like weeks and weeks who like can't get through. So like, I mean, the benefits are like legit good right now, which they should always be, but they're good right now. If you are unemployed and you can get unemployment, but like, fuck, it is like really hard to get depending on your city. Like if you are, or your state really.
I could see that.
Yeah. No, it's nuts.
I could see that. It's more backed up than it's ever been.
Yep, exactly. It's like the unemployment system's not meant to like handle this many people.
But same thing with like the small business. For those, I've been reading a lot about small businesses, the PPP loan, the EIDL loans.
Yeah, and the PPPs all got sucked up by like huge companies that shouldn't have done them.
Yeah, so that's one issue, that the money's not being distributed. Yeah, people are concerned it's not being distributed fairly. Another thing is people just aren't here. First of all, there's zero communication because according to the government, they're prioritizing all resources towards getting them out there. So there's no like HR, or rather not HR. There's no customer support that's like responding to emails. He said you'll just get an email when you get it, or you'll get an update or whatever. If you're gonna get it, you're gonna get it basically. So everybody's kind of in the dark waiting.
Yeah, and if you're self-employed, or a business owner, that, I mean, Yeffy's bringing it up right now in chat. I mean, it makes it even more difficult. Yeah, anytime you're like not employed by a corporation and just can instantly, furnish, right? I mean, paperwork to prove that. Yeah, it slows the process down even more.
It's a long-ass process. Like, my cousin applied for EIDL loan, grant, and PPP weeks ago, and there's no way knowing. I mean, and you got to pay mortgage every fucking month, so it's nuts. There's expenses, there's everything.
No, I mean, I think my sister was on unemployment one of the first weeks that things started going south, and I don't know. I haven't talked to her I haven't talked to her in a couple days. I know she was still waiting on it, as of like last week, and so I mean it's been like 2 months. It's crazy. Crazy.
He filed for unemployment as well, so hopefully his unemployment kicks in because he's a freelance graphic artist, graphic designer, and I'm not entirely sure. I mean, that's a sole proprietorship, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, man, these switches are tight. The housing, sir.
Are they good? Yes. Good.
They're getting held in there.
They're good. What board are you building?
I've got a Tofu, a polycarbonate Tofu case here that we will be putting some trash holy pandas in. And we've got some crazy C7 stabilizers on it. So I'm imagining Yeffy's gonna put like some Miami set or something on this. GMK Miami, match up with the stabilizers. Yep. So I'm guessing it's Blixie, as I'm pronouncing that name hopefully right. Do you do commissions? I do. If you message me on Discord, I believe I have a link there and below. I can work with you on details there. That's a case by case basis. I don't have anything crazy set up like Nathan Kim where he's got like a whole commission form and website for it. Dudes, thanks for hanging out tonight. Cheers, you guys.
Cheers, brother.
What are we working with? Let's go.
Show me what you're working with. Shake
there we
that.
go.
Cheers.
Nice.
Show me what you're working with.
I'm glad you guys are all doing well.
You know, we're alive.
That's right.
Obviously, it could be. You know, this is an interesting time. That
something to be thankful for. That's
There's
right.
always a silver lining, and I'm actually excited to see what kind of changes we'll be making moving forward.
Am I a bad person for getting angry when I see a bunch of people outside like the parks and services spots, like parallel parking on a street when the park is clearly closed?
Just yell it. Just yell at everybody. Yell at all the kids. Yell at everybody.
I get angry every time. Like when I go into client site, since I'm an essential personnel, right? I pass by like 2 or 3 parks, and every one of them I drive by has like parallel parked cars on the left-hand side of the roads that are just like they're backing up, like, and people have to like, drive slower by them and everything too. And people are just like, nah, well, I gotta go to the park despite it being closed.
I gotta run, man. What do you want?
Gotta go walk. Gotta go to this. I gotta go to this trail that, you know, I probably never would have been to. People are gonna come out of quarantine either having gained a lot of weight or lost a lot of weight too, I think.
I saw that, yeah. I saw a meme about that.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm either gonna be 50 pounds heavier or 50 pounds lighter after.
Yeah.
I'm on the right side of that right now.
On the right side? Yeah.
I have been working out more than ever before.
Dude, me too. I've been running. Yeah. I started running again. I mean, what the
nice.
hell?
I've been biking. I have been
okay.
I got an
cycling. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I've been doing like body weight fitness type shit, and then.
Are you on the Peloton, Zach?
No, hell no.
My mom and my sister got Pelotons. I mean, it's a fucking.
Nah, I got that bike back there. I don't need the Peloton. I am the Peloton.
Jump in on the Peloton. I think
I gotta
it's
say,
like
the Peloton's cool because, well, first of all, in quarantine, it's even more.
You get the social element too. Yeah.
It's not just biking, but like there's programs. You could also do like yoga and shit. I'm not saying get it if you have a regular bike. I'd personally prefer to bike outside as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because it's not like you're gonna catch COVID if you're like blazing by everybody, right? I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Zach is too fast to catch COVID out on these streets.
Dude, I'm moving too fast, bro.
No, the answer is no, you're not gonna get it.
COVID can't catch me on these
doing
streets.
those kind of activities, unless you're like super close to people and you're like breathing.
I'm just envisioning Zach like out on the streets of DC and people are like chasing him, trying to cough on him and shit. He's like, I'm too fast for these streets. Yeah.
Never leave this house by a cough.
Oh my god.
Never.
No. I'm saying like when Zach said you're too fast to catch it out on the bike, I'm envisioning other people out on the streets trying to cough on you. And you're like, nah, I'm too fast for that. You can't catch me.
That would be difficult.
Can't catch me. That would be impossible. You're too quick. So I did Zwift last winter. It's the second winter I've done that. Have you heard of that, Zach?
Is that Swift with a Z?
Yeah. Yep. So Zwift is kind of like World of Warcraft for cyclists in that you put your bike on a trainer and it loads you up into like a virtual world, and so you just do your training program through Zwift on like your computer. So it's pretty cool. You get a couple of sensors that capture everything, and then you pretty much go to town. Getting your cycling in. I think I did 3,000 miles last year, of which I think like 2,000 of them were on Zwift.
It's like a stupid amount of miles. That's like a lot.
Yeah,
right.
I did a lot of cycling last year. Yeah, I did a lot of cycling. Where's the shift? I need the short shift.
Bike all the way to Japan.
Somebody in chat. Hold on. Who said that? Dale the snail. There he is. He said,
Dale,
Zach, you beautiful, fashionable bastard.
Dude,
Dale's
wardrobe.
Dale's been going
Dale knows.
in.
Dale knows.
Dale's been going
DCS,
in.
DCS Commando. Come on.
Oh yeah. Now I was gonna say Dale's been going in on the renders lately. Have you guys seen his Instagram?
I actually don't know if I follow him. I'd love to though.
Oh,
They're really cool.
you better remedy that.
Incredible work.
Yeah, they're really cool. They're
Is it
really
Dale
cool.
the Snail or Dale X Snail? What am I looking
Dale
at?
X Snail, I think.
Yeah, link your IG in chat, Dale.
Dale XXX Snail.
Yeah, dude, it's cool. Why don't I have? Oh, I know exactly why I don't have that shift. It's right here. I'm looking for it. I couldn't find it.
Dale
All right.
Dale Snail? Dale Snail. No,
Dale Snail,
that's a thought. Shit.
Damn it. I could have swore I saw it today. Dale, just link it. I know oh, Snail Dale. Okay.
Oh my god, Snail Dale.
It's some variant of Snail and Dale. All right, let's see here. Get the last. Guys, we are almost ready to solder this thing in.
Snail Dale? That's it? There's, I don't know why Snail and Dale are such a popular combination. That's incredible.
All right. There we go, chat. My friends, we are ready. We've got all the switches in there. Oh, yeah.
I requested Snail Dale. I hope this is the guy.
There you go.
Or is it Dale is
There you
dumb?
go.
Nope, that's a fucking cat.
Dale
That's
Snail was
crazy.
taken. I was devastated.
I should upload something to Insta. I should show a picture of my cat or something.
Are you sure? Are you sure the Dale Snail you found wasn't you? Oh man, now that's gonna be the issue. Is I'm gonna have crooked through holes here. Let's see. Oh man. So Zach, are you still going in, or are you living that work from home dream?
Oh, I'm definitely from home. I have not been going in for over a month.
Nice,
Nice, dude.
dude. That's it though. I mean, yeah, you're the one. You're the guy who's like about to like rip his hair out, losing his mind.
Yeah, I've been working from home for 6 weeks now. 6 weeks.
We were talking about it last week. You've got like the telephoto lens now. You're making friends with the birds in the neighborhood. Like,
Yeah, I got it. Where is it? It's in here somewhere.
Dude, that's so funny.
Putting this desk to work.
Yeah, we were talking about you on like teleconferences, and you've got like the background. You see like a bird perched outside your window. You're like, oh, hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
My telephoto. I've got my tripod.
Nice. Is that that was the Manfrotto, right?
Gitzo.
Gitzo. There you go. There you
I
go.
am a zero hesitation purchaser of consumer goods. Like if I
Oh my
decide I'm gonna
God.
get something, it's
Yeah.
like I'm gonna get the best fucking thing.
Oh
and
yeah, just going
like,
deep.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm sure that I'm going to want the thing, I am not going to half-ass it and get something else.
Oh, I'm the
Like,
same
it's
way
been like
these
that
days.
For keyboards, it's been like that for
Yep.
everything.
Yep. I'm the same way these days. You gotta be. I mean, if you know yourself, in that once you find something that you like, you're gonna go in deep on it. You're actually better economically just going straight into the deep end than you would be if you purchased your way up and graduated your way up to that level.
Yeah.
Like,
So if I can't afford something, I'm just not gonna get it. Like I'm just gonna hold
Right.
out.
right, exactly. Just say screw it. And then there's people on the flip side who like go into debt to do it.
Yeah.
don't do that. But yeah.
I got it. It's Snail Dale, but it's spelt.
SMLE.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, guys. Need to get the setup here for the soldering.
I'll stab you in the face with soldering iron. Oh yeah, do that. That's a sick blank.
Okay.
XS baby. But ask, are you able to like go
Yeah,
outside
so
and get,
I
like, are you guys able to go outside and get like alcohol and get food and everything? Do you get everything delivered?
I've been getting everything from a farm, or a couple of farms. I've been trying to avoid using like Instacart or Amazon or any of the like contract delivery services, and sticking just to farm. And so as a result, I've been eating. I mean, other than, you saw that I was eating peanut butter Snickers, but other than basically like some snack food around the edges, I've been eating super healthy, like lots of vegetables at every meal, barely anything other than veggies.
That's awesome. Dude, my wife went to Magnolia Farms out in Waco, Texas.
When? Recently?
Yeah, this earlier this spring. Oh, Chat's got aggro. And when she came back, she was all about like cooking, and like it rejuvenated like all of those hobbies for her. And so she made these candied almond Brussels sprouts the other day. I could have just sat there and eaten the whole bowl. Like, it was so good. It was so good. It was like the simplest sauce too. It was like a brown sugar balsamic reduction on the sauce with Brussels sprouts and yeah, the candied almonds and bacon. And anything with bacon in it, you had me at bacon, right? I mean,
you had me at candy, dude.
It was so good. It was so good. Yeah.
Candy girl.
All right. This build is actually going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt because I don't have PCB mount switches on this thing. And so... Oh, yeah. Yeah, Brussels sprouts, exactly. Like, overcooking and undercooking, it's so easy to do one or the other.
It's weird.
Am I not hot enough yet? What are we going on here?
Man's not hot.
Is it not hot enough?
Man's not hot.
This should be heated up thoroughly.
Man's not. The man. Is that them?
Yes.
On Monday, I will be getting On Tuesday, I will be getting delivery of a bunch of veggies from a farm, as well as some foraged ramps and morels. I've never had or cooked morels in my house before.
I've never heard of that.
I'm really looking forward to it.
What kind of group is that part of, morels?
They are mushrooms.
Ah.
They are like, I don't think they're technically rare. They're rare by some measure. They're not particularly common. You have to forage them.
Okay.
You need to cook them a certain way because they can be toxic.
Okay. What are you gonna do with those?
Not like seriously toxic, but like just, make you feel like shit.
Right.
Diarrhea, maybe.
Yeah. And you also have to like clean them super carefully because the way they grow makes it easy for worms to happily get inside.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you have to clean them out from like gross worms. But
man, you really sold me on this this food.
Do you get any Zach, do you get anything delivered or no?
Yeah, I get stuff directly from farms. Like, there are a few farm delivery services that are sort of kind of like, do you know what CSAs are? It's like you pay it. There used to, it's still a thing, but like it's not been super popular until now in the middle of a quarantine, where you pay a farm a certain amount and they deliver a mixed box of stuff every week or every month.
Okay.
Based on what's available to them. I haven't been participating in like a formal CSA, but I've been getting 1 to 2 farm boxes a week, which is basically like farms that are nearby. Whatever they have just goes in the box, and you either get like a small or a big or whatever box. and then I supplement it with a little bit of stuff around the edges from some of the like, there are catering companies that are doing like grocery type pickup with bulk food. So it's like going to Costco, except it's contact free, and like
nice.
I don't have to fucking go to Costco. Like I don't have a car, so I can't really.
Yeah. Plus that's a spot you'd want to avoid right now.
You don't want to, but like I can just walk 4 or 5 blocks and make a phone order with a with this like corporate catering service, and I'm gonna get 3 quarts of yogurt and like a whole bunch of broccoli and tomatoes and shit like that.
What about alcohol?
So I could go to any of the liquor stores, but between me and my roommate, we probably have enough alcohol to last like more than a year, given how little we drink, or at least how little I drink.
I need to get on that level.
Like I only drink on Friday and Saturday nights at the most, and it's like maybe 2 to 3 drinks each.
You're more of a beer guy these days too, right, Zach?
Yeah, last few years have been beer for me, and then right now I'm like trying to drink more wine, because I've never really drank that much wine before, and also do a lot of mixed drinks because I want to like try my hand at making mixed drinks and stuff like that.
Yeah, you were telling me you had the whiskey, the mash going on the other day.
Yeah, so I've just got like a bunch of random stuff, and because I have so many like ingredients, random things just kicking around. Like last week I had an excess of ginger, so I figured out what to do with the ginger.
Dude, yeah, that's so cool. It gets you thinking about things in a different way. You got this extra time sitting around at home, and you get the box full of stuff that you have no idea what's in it. Yeah. And so next thing you know, you have all this extra stuff sitting around. You're like, I need to look up recipes on what I can do with this.
Yeah, like today I was like, I looked in the fridge. It's like, okay, I have some things that I think are going to go bad soon / are leftovers. Like, I'm just going to make whatever seems most reasonable. And I
throw it all in the crock pot, baby.
Dude, right?
So I have a crock pot, and I just did I did fried rice with egg and
that sounds so good right now.
What the hell did I put in it? I put a bunch of veggies and kimchi in there, and it turned out terribly. And I think it was just the brown rice was in the fridge just way too long, and so it was hard and.
Okay.
Yeah, I fucked up, but whatever. Like,
hey,
not in a position where I'm gonna be throwing away food, right? Like, so I just ate everything. I ate all of it, and it was certainly nutritious as shit. So, like, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
I'm trying not to eat all the time out of boredom.
I know. I keep going to my fridge and just open it up and looking. I'm like, and then I catch myself, and I'm like, I'm looking at it. I'm like, what are you doing, Max? Go do something.
Eating, baby.
Go do something.
Do what? Sleep, eat, build a keyboard, play a game. That's hard.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're so lucky. I mean, god damn, we're absolutely in that 3rd percentile where we got lucky during this whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm thankful. I'm happy, like having running.
How's that going?
Starting running again, it's like, okay, I don't have to, like, anytime I crave a drink or whatever during the day, if I do, then I'll just go run instead.
Nice. There you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah.
And it'll, like, if it doesn't already, it'll start giving you energy and stuff.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, running is definitely great. I did not go for a run today, and I feel like an asshole. Yeah, you get into that mode. Some people fall into it, some people don't, where they get that runner's high, and the first time they get it, they're like,
I get that.
I like that, and I have to have that. Yeah, some people get it, and they really love it.
I get the runner's high. I'm forcing myself to take a break because my legs are a fucking mess. They just sore everywhere.
Yeah.
So I've been running every day, so I was just today I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll see how I feel tomorrow.
Definitely.
Probably shit.
Definitely wise to take a break every now and then, for sure, dude. But yeah, definitely it can be addicting for sure. That bottom row looks pretty good. Just making sure we don't end up with any crooked boys. Yeah. Yeah, quarantine's been bringing out some some interesting YouTube videos too. Have you guys seen any of I feel almost guilty that I've been watching this, but have you guys seen any of the Machine Gun Kelly remixes?
Nah, dog. I'm not a big Machine Gun Kelly fan. I think
I'm not either. Oh, and especially after he challenged Eminem, I was like, dude, that's what you don't do in
but like
in the
he
rap
went
game.
from rapper to like actor to like I don't even know.
But
that's a bad thing.
It randomly popped up on my YouTube the other day, and it was Machine Gun Kelly with Travis Barker doing a Paramore remix. And I gave it a listen, and it wasn't actually half bad. Like the dude can actually sing to an extent, absolutely enough for like a pop rock, sort of genre, sort of like pop punk genre song. Passable. Yeah, I mean it wasn't half bad. It was not half bad. I was super surprised. All right, I think we have all the crazy caps on right now that might become crooked and get weird on us. And they all look pretty straight to me.
Yep. Yeah.
Spacebar sounds pretty good too. Damn, listen to that.
That sounds legit.
A little ASMR.
A little ass to mouth, really.
Oh man, so what's the move? What have you been doing? Modern Warfare?
I'm playing it right now. Dulce's like, dude, get in, boys. I'm like, I literally just died. So.
That's great.
Like, I'm literally dead.
Nice. Zach, are you gaming? What's the word, dude?
Nah, a little bit. I just reinstalled Hearthstone.
Okay.
You can play that on your phone though, right?
Nice.
Yesterday. Yeah, I like it. I kind of like it on the computer. I played
a
lot of
computer's
Magic
so much
Gathering
better.
when I was younger, and I really liked.
That's fair.
Yep.
I really like the arena drafting experience in Hearthstone. So
me too.
That's all I play.
Yeah, me too. I used to watch what was that guy that did the Value Town on YouTube?
Oh, Criparian?
Crip. I used to watch Crip all the time, but then there was that who was that Asian guy? What was his name?
Trump. His name is Trump.
Trump. That's right.
Trump,
yep.
right.
It's a very different Trump.
Yes, a very different Trump.
Le Don. I've been obsessed with TFT. That's the same thing as Hearthstone Battlegrounds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. The Battleground game. That's a Riot. That's a Riot game, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I like it because it's not so demanding of your attention. Like it's.
Yeah.
So. I pushed Legend when that game first came out. That's how much I was into Hearthstone, and then I got I got lost after update after update, and now my mind would just be blown. I'm sure with all the new cards that are out there, I'd have no idea.
It's pretty easy to pick up Arena though. Like Arena fundamentals never change.
That's true. Yeah, draft value and everything still pretty much stayed the same.
Yep.
Although it got to the point though where like they kept coming out with like the meta lists for all the arena, and so people would actually just open up the meta list and draft their arena decks using that, and the quality of play got so much better because people were just grabbing the right cards.
I mean, I definitely, like I said, I only reinstalled yesterday, but I assumed, off the bat that there would be an overlay, and sure enough there was. So I have the overlay to show me card ratings and help me keep track of my drafts.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. What is it? Is it still is it like the Hearth Arena or whatever it is?
Yeah.
It's still the same thing? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That overlay is really good.
And that's really useful for my drafting.
I used that and I data analyzed the shit out of my Legends run because I had to know. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna do this. I need to know what win rate I'm hitting on this deck so I know how many hundreds of games it's going to take me to get to Legend. And
what the fuck?
I got lucky, dude. So my Legend run, I actually went on a tear from rank 7 to rank 3 in one night. I played mid-range Hunter the first night. It pretty much gained in popularity before it really hit, and mid-range Hunter pretty much just demolished kids on the ladder. It was a time when everyone was still running a lot of hand lock. People were running a lot of like I don't know, I can't remember if Murloc Paladin was out at the time, but yeah, it was. Dude, it was great.
It's a good feeling when you're like hitting the meta before anybody else.
So good. Yeah, I think I was on like for that 24-hour period, I think I was on like a 70% win rate, and I was like, I just got to keep playing. And then rank 3 to rank 1 was super tough. I think I dropped down from like 2 to 3 like twice maybe, and it just took me probably another 200 games to get from rank 3 to 1. Oh,
that was
yeah.
a good. You got lucky, you said?
Dude, it's so like I mean, it's just at that ranking, it's tough being 50%, and when you're dropping below that, you're dropping ranks, and so yeah, so it was tough. Yeah, it was real tough. It took a lot of games, but yeah, I mean that's when the whole overlay came into it and sciencing the shit out of it. So I knew at all times which decks were actually being effective, because you get into it and you start getting triggered. And you're like, my deck is losing, and you'll still be at like 54%, but you don't know that until you actually science the shit out of it. And 54% at rank 2 is still a pretty good deck. And so yeah, and so you have to almost look at that, because you'll have nights where you're like 1 and 4, and then you'll have nights where you're right, I mean, where you're doing a lot better, and you just unless you actually have the overlay running. Definitely required almost. People slipped in there before the overlay was a thing, but that was
I like
also
TFT.
really
I don't know if I like it
territory.
that much to get that far, whatever the equivalent is.
Well, they redid the rankings too, didn't they, in Hearthstone? I think there's like a whole Master and Diamond rank nowadays.
Mark would be the expert to talk about.
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't.
Mark plays Hearthstone religiously.
Yeah, I don't even know anymore. It used to be Reno. The
Well,
Reno
you have to, like,
Jackson
buy-
lock was really good too.
How much money would you say you dropped in Hearthstone? Because you got to buy all those packs or whatever, right?
So it wasn't a big of a drop for me. Yeah, right. If you're like Zach, right? Do you just run Arena? You can get all the cards pretty quickly.
Yeah.
If you're good.
I am, and since I've put in effort, have always been infinite in Arena. And my first game
You
back,
just never lose.
it's been over 3 years since I played a Hearthstone game, and I picked it up yesterday, and my first Arena was a 12 win.
Oh, shit, dude, you're rolling it. Hell yeah.
I
That's a
didn't
good
even
feeling.
know the cards, but like I said earlier, it's like if you know the fundamentals, it's pretty easy to draft.
Yeah.
Like,
That's sick, but
Yeah.
also
Knowing-
it's like that's a
knowing the
testament to I think
fundamentals
they're
plus-
balancing.
Yeah, like plus having the overlay. The overlay is a really big.
I'm happy that
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not like a strictly pay to win game. Then fuck yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, so you can drop a lot. I mean, I won't lie. I dropped a lot of money because I played
Let's hear it, baby. Admit it, dude.
I played Control Warrior and I played Handlock, which are
$1,000,
two very
$2,000.
expensive. Yeah, it was probably closer to like 500 to 700. And so, but yeah, that was, I mean, and that was at a time too where there weren't that many decks. I mean, we're probably talking, of actually meta viable decks. There were probably only like 10-ish or so decks that you could run in competition. And so, but yeah, Control Warrior was one of those like slap in the face decks that I knew if I got to like turn 6, the game was pretty much mine. It was just a matter of time. And so, unless I was playing against a priest.
Priests, young people have a weakness. Priests.
Was that a pedophile joke? Nice. I can't believe you've done this.
Can't believe you've done this, mate.
The best, my highlight so far with Dalsu is when he got ran over by that 4x4
Speaking of
in
pedophiles.
in Warzone. That was one of the best.
What was it?
It was the best. So we were squadding up in Warzone, and he was on one of those buy boxes in the menus, I can only assume, and some kid comes out of fucking Alaska, and he's on a 4x4, and I'm shooting at him, and he pretty much panned by my screen, like this guy on this 4x4, and I'm like shooting at him the entire time, I guess not registering and hitting him. And he runs over Dalsu, who's in the menus, and then and it drops him, and I'm running over. I think the kid rode off into the sunset. He made it out, and Dalsu's line was, "I'm so upset."
I'm so upset.
I'm so upset.
Oh, man, I'm so upset. Maybe you should have not been in the menu for 4 years. It's your problem, bro. That's what you get.
I can't believe you. You literally ran me over in the 4x4.
Can't believe you've done this, bro. Literally can't believe you've done this.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, so needless to say, since Valorant came out, I really haven't loaded up in any Call of
I haven't
Duty.
played Valorant. I would like to, and no idea what that shit's about.
It's just it should be coming out. It should be coming out to open beta here soon, or the closed beta should be easier to get access to. They did that whole Twitch drops enabled thing, and I mean, it was good for people who were streaming it, but it was really kind of an annoying way to have to get a key. For like that first week, I think I just had Twitch streams open to the Valorant in the background.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, it sounds like Dale's a Magic player too. Do you play the actual card game in real life, Zach, or just the online variant? Zach, can you hear me, mate? Oh, yes, you do.
I'm holding all the cards up to the screen.
Yeah, I was looking down.
All
at
right,
the board.
boys. It's been real hanging out with you guys. I'm gonna dip out.
Hell yeah. There you go, Chad. All right, man. Always good to hear you, dude.
Later, brothers.
Later,
Zach, it's been nice talking to you. Hopefully we'll meet up soon at KeyCon. I'm hoping.
Dude, I know. September 20th, guys.
Tentative.
That's right.
But yeah.
Where?
In Denver.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Here, let me resize the Discord frames now that it's down to 2. I'll also stop doing the... Oh, oops, didn't mean to do that. Control C. I wanted to do the Alt. Yeah, so there was actually, when I started working for this latest client site, Zach, there were these guys who played Magic at lunch, and I was super stoked. It's the first time I played Magic in like years and years and years. And so yeah, we would I didn't even have a deck that I owned at the time, and so I actually would just borrow theirs. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to be super into it as a kid. I remember like awe-struckingly looking at the like a Black Lotus card at my local comic book store as a kid. There was a year I asked for one. It was like for my birthday or something, right? You know, I was like a little kid. And it was like $200, right? Sitting there behind the glass case at the time. And yeah, my parents didn't buy that. They were like, nah, this is way too much money for a stupid card that'll never be worth anything. Now, what do they sell for, like $30K?
Magic the Gathering?
The Black Lotus cards?
Yeah, Black Lotus is depends.
Yeah, I know there's a range
probably
to it.
still 10 to 15K.
Ooh, that's nuts. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I overestimated that. Let's see.
I just remember the one clickbaity article that I saw one day that
I
was
got that right.
selling for like $30K.
Yeah, no, I think Black Lotus are somewhere in the 10 to 15K for unlimited.
Nice, that's wild. That's probably the most expensive collectible card for Magic, for sure. Right? For Magic, yeah. Is there anything else that comes close? I think like Tropical Island is in like the 5K range or something like that, right? Is there anything else that's even
the only
close
thing
to
that would
Black
come
Lotus?
close would probably be
Like maybe Ruby or
Mox's.
Yeah.
No. It would be Mox Sapphire or Ancestral Recall. I don't know what the
Okay.
Power 9.
Yep.
Let's see, Power 9 prices.
That's right though. Yeah.
Average. Yep, Recall. Nailed it.
Nice.
Fucking nailed it.
Nice.
Oh wait. What's? Oh, this is some random thing. Hold on a second. This is just some random thing online.
Damn, bruh. We've been live for 2 hours, guys. This is probably the longest I've ever taken to solder in a 60%. Had some technical difficulties there with the layout.
Yeah, I have no idea what the prices are. It seems unclear.
Yeah, market is always tough to
Walk maybe.
get a good feel for. Speaking of market, I've finally been getting some hits on my my 24 by 105 lens.
That's good. I hope you get to sell that thing soon.
I'm just gonna drop it on eBay here if it doesn't sell this week. It won't sell for as much with eBay's cut than I'd like it to, and I'd also like to just give it to another Redditor, but at the same time, price is starting to get pretty low.
Yeah.
I'll drop it absolutely to the same price I'd get on eBay, but we'll see. We're getting there. People are in the right ballpark now for what I'm looking at. But yeah, it's crazy. This is not the time to be trying to sell something. Too many people are nervous with the economy. Gotta say, I lucked out in a huge way, liquidating just about all of my accounts to purchase a house the other year. I haven't gone into any investment accounts after purchasing the house, and so everything is all turned into real estate right now, which will absolutely recover in the DC area.
Yeah. Are you refinancing at all with the rates super low?
Yeah. So our rate right now, we'll probably lock in like a 2%. Yeah. It's absurd. It's so low. Yeah. Yep.
I know someone who refinanced. They refinanced yesterday, and they locked in, like, they shortened their time horizon by 2.5 years.
Okay.
And they decreased their interest rate by almost 1%.
Wow.
And their monthly payments are the same.
Nice. Wow. Yeah, so an extra couple of years of just getting out of there. Yeah, we were looking at doing the reason we refinanced.
Free money right there, right? That's free money because you're not your credit score doesn't matter for taking a hit like that.
No.
If you're already like 5 years into your house.
Right. Nah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, in the long run, does not matter. And yeah, exactly, free money. We were looking at so you can get construction loans, and so if you have like big renovation projects that you want to do. And so redoing the kitchen is like the catalyst behind us refinancing. So we can pay for our entire kitchen and redo all of that construction, plus lower the interest rate. Probably comes out at a net 1-1 for getting the entire kitchen redone. Like plus then some probably. I mean it's nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Holy shit. Someone I know who lives in Texas paid 79 cents a gallon for gas.
What?
Because their grocery store had it at $1.29 and they had a 50-cent off per gallon reward.
Dude, that's like 1990s gas prices.
Texas lifestyle. Holy shit.
Wow, that's wild.
Free gas while no one wants it.
Hey, so I was trying to check with my homeowners association to see if I could just store a bunch of barrels of oil in my backyard.
Oh my God. Dude, you can't store that much oil. You have no idea.
See if I could get like 100 barrels of oil in my backyard. They'll pay me $50 a barrel to take it off their hands for them.
It's not $50, dude. It's 30. I mean, at the time that we were talking, it was 30 grand to take like whatever, you know.
Yeah. That's so nuts.
Billion gallons. So stupid.
That's so nuts. Yeah.
Also, every fucking idiot who was trading on USO is just ridiculous. Enjoy your accepting delivery in Oklahoma experience.
Ooh. I didn't hear the backstory on that. Do tell.
So people were trading oil futures. Okay, do you know what the oil futures situation is at all?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
So the gist is, the contracts basically say you in the future will, you know, at some set month, you are accepting that you will take a certain amount of oil, like crude oil.
Okay.
And that you will show up at a facility and like basically like a pipeline emptying facility and just take that oil.
Okay.
Right? And so ultimately those contracts are executed by, you know, whoever can take that oil. So it's like, you know, other
but people trade on
like
it and then
and
then sell it.
Whoever. Yeah.
Right. I got it.
And so like the ETF, the primary ETF, I'm assuming you know how mutual funds and ETFs and stuff work, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the ETF that was the largest ETF for oil futures trading owned 25% of the contracts for May. And the liquidity of those contracts and the value of those contracts dropped drastically to the extent that it actually went negative.
Right.
And so now a fund that traditionally just bought and sold those contracts on speculation suddenly was in a position where they needed to offload those contracts.
Right. Because the pipeline is backing up and it needs to get out of there. Right. Yeah. So I know the backstory there.
Not execute those contracts. They're not like options. Like you have to do them. You don't have an option of whether or not to do them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, they're fucked.
So yeah, it was a pretty weird thing, but to be fair, they rebounded from like negative $30 or so to between positive $5 and positive $10, and they're like there were other ways that I think some of those contracts were moved.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, they had to have been. I mean, yeah, it's not like you know.
And also, like
John Smith could have just picked some up.
Also, people are fucking stupid. So people were buying those contracts, not understanding that they weren't just like an investment vehicle.
Right. And like, so next thing you know,
fucking dunces on Wall Street Bets, as is often the case.
That's what I saw.
On that sub.
Yeah, I saw that subreddit has been gaining quite a lot in popularity in the past couple of days. Yeah.
Yeah, they're big stupid. They're like it's just like encouraging people to have a serious fucking gambling problem. So and not understand the fundamental nature of what they're doing.
Right.
So like some people are getting rich and some people are getting
shit on.
You know, poorer than poor.
Right.
And
exactly.
like
taking out a second mortgage on their house and then losing it all.
People are doing dumb shit.
Right.
So
yeah.
But yeah, like that was the situation. And so I mean that fund at least generally knows how to operate itself. I mean the fund may be stupid in the theory of its existence, but like the people operating the fund at least know how to continue the fund operating.
Right.
And so they changed their prospectus to allow themselves to detach their price from the futures price. and they've like, people also don't understand how the fund works. No one ever reads prospectuses.
Okay.
Certainly not these stupid retail investors.
Right.
And so now, like, people are pouring their money into the fund. So, like, USO, the ETF was the third most held fund on Robinhood at the end of the week, and it was the #1 most traded fund on Robinhood.
So yeah, people are just moving it. Yeah. Buying in and that's wild.
So I don't know exactly what's going to happen in the future with all those WTI contracts, but
yeah,
I guess they'll eventually make it to someone, and we'll repeat this process next month.
Well, it sounds hostile as shit. It doesn't sound like a fund you would want to put any money into for any period of time longer than at least just a short trade.
Yeah, well, people don't know what's going on and don't want to, so it will continue to be that way. Like, things will continue to be really strange.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're in a really weird state right now, I feel like, in our economy, to where things move so quick in the age of technology, and to the point where, like, exactly as you said, people don't care to read the full details of something, and they make stupid mistakes and hedge bets on something that they shouldn't have even, done in the first place.
Yeah, they shouldn't have been in the...
Yeah. And so, yeah, that's crazy. I just remember when Bitcoin blew up a couple of years ago. And yeah, you heard so many stories about people getting in on that craze when Bitcoin was trading at like $18,000, $19,000, $20,000 and like reverse mortgaging homes and shit on it, and then losing it all when it dropped down to like, $10K.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it'll recover. It's like, no, this thing needed to stabilize. This thing jumped up from 6K to 15K almost in like 3 months. That's not a sustainable graph there. I don't know much about the economics of it, but looking at the graphs of it in that timeline, I was like, yeah, that thing's gonna crash. And yeah, just make sure you're out before it does. Yeah, I think everyone got into that craze though there too. Like, everyone in my office was talking about it. I was like, oh. It was such a funny, Bitcoin. It was such a funny joke too.
Such a sick experience. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone in the office was like all about it, except for like a few exceptions. And then it became the running joke of like, oh, let me talk to you about that one guy in your office that wants to talk to you about Bitcoin. Like, no, dude. No, not interested. Yeah. Nah, we had a guy who actually did make a bunch of money off of it. So, I mean, those success stories were out there, but, for everyone that makes a bunch of money, someone else is losing a bunch of money.
Actual, like, failure stories, and the failure stories are harder to get because people don't.
Yeah, and they don't post it, right?
Yeah, they don't post it.
Yeah,
because they don't want to be known as, like, failures. Because people
guy that got shit on, right?
Yeah, people have weird ups.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You see the people that the people that post are the people that were like, made 20K into 5K and then made 5K into 80K. That's what they end up. Yeah, that's what you see a lot. All right. My camera angle kind of got crooked here, or maybe my desk. I moved this board over to a bit too far.
So what's the board above? Is that a Jane V1?
No, this is a Corsa.
Oh,
that's
shit.
An OTD.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of off a bit to the camera angle. Can't really see it. Yep. All right, we are going to dress this thing up and give it a test real quick before we do that. Plug it in.
Is that Laugh at Pain's Corsa?
No, this is actually mine.
Oh.
I have Tom's. I have Tom's behind me too. Yeah.
No, I mean, like, who did you get it from? Like, you didn't buy it from, like, OTD, like, 10 years ago.
No. Pot.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Let's see here. No, I'd had my eyes on one for... Oh, what did I do here? Oh, boy. Look, I didn't just mess up stream.
No, you're fine.
Oh, no. I've got something actuating on the keyboard. Hold on. Let me unplug that. That's not a good sign. Maybe I just had a cap held down or something like that. Let's see here.
Lock on your board.
Oh, hold on. Let me reset that.
I can see from above that caps lock is on.
Yeah. Now let me reset this here. This is oh yeah, I see it. I see the problem. I can't believe you've done this. It's needing a washer right here beneath this guy. I'm shorting out the PCB. Which is interesting because I wasn't shorting out the PCB when I had it before. Very interesting. Is my keyboard audible on the mic? It's pretty loud in the room. It is not, Zach. But did you turn on the new Discord feature where you have noise suppression on?
Oh, I do. I have it on in
It's so good. The noise
It
suppression.
is very effective.
It is so good. Yep. Yeah. So that's why I cannot hear your keyboard.
I wonder, is it audible if I type while I'm talking?
Yes. It is very loud then.
Okay.
Which is funny too. You sounded a little like mumbled because it was trying to, noise suppression was trying to turn you off in the middle and it was catching you on the gate at the same time.
Yeah, it cannot handle a monolith.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no.
Wow, I'm impressed it can handle it when I'm not talking.
Yeah, it picks up on that really, really well. I was testing with that and yeah, it really does a good job.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Especially for like those non-push to talk users.
Yeah.
Because I refuse to use push to talk.
I used to use push to talk, but it's, I don't know. I mean, I don't like the Discord client very much.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm extremely partial to the web app.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can't use the back button to go back between channels is one of the key features that I use to like cycle through channels.
Okay, I got you.
So I don't like that you can't do that on the desktop app.
Yeah, there's no back button for it.
Yeah, exact. Dale, you hit the nail on the head. The desktop app has some features, like things it has. It's got really good noise cancellation. It's got like beta features. It's got beta features that the web app doesn't have. And also, the web app is buggy. Yeah, and the web app is buggy with regard to streaming and talking at the same time. So if I join someone else's stream, I can't like talk and interact with them for some reason.
In the web app. Interesting.
In the web app. Yeah, and like 2 other friends of mine have the same exact issue.
Okay. Interesting.
So I use the desktop app. I use the desktop app only when I am doing streaming or playing games with someone.
I gotcha.
Other than that, I just use the web app pinned in a Chrome tab.
I gotcha. That makes sense. Let's see what I'm missing here. And it could just be
Keyboard-related question. What are your favorite linear switches?
Vintage blacks, baby.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with everything available, it's still vintage blacks?
Oh yeah. And I've done creams, I've done inks, I've done these what is it? I call them the bum wipes, the UHM WPE stems. I've tried those even in cherry vintage black housings, and I still like the vintage black stems more. Just trying to make sure I didn't miss soldering something here.
Interesting.
because my delete key is not actuating. But then again, my delete key might not be actuating because I've got, I just want to test the delete key. Like that whole right side of the keyboard isn't picking up. It's the enter key. It's the enter key having an issue. That would do it.
Do you have
Yeah, the vintage blacks though. That's it for sure.
So how do you go about switch modding them? Like, do you have a ultrasonic cleaner that you use?
Yep, I've got a big one too. And I've got I've just been lucky to be able to get good harvests from people in the community for really, really good prices. So I've got my nicer boards are all built up with like a date code G80 vintage blacks from like the early 80s. And so I pretty much got those in really good quality. And so I didn't have to do much. I mean, I basically ran them through a quick little session in the ultrasonic cleaner just to clean them up a little bit, but they really didn't need much. And then from there, put some 205 G0 on them. And I do a Cat Weiwei 62 gram spring on every single one of my vintage switches. That's
what,
like
how many grams?
a Cat Weiwei 62 gram. Yep, the Elaine spring. Elaine, the creator of Singa, she used to do springs. And
she traded me my first rep.
Yeah, she doesn't do anymore. She doesn't do springs anymore, which is unfortunate because she had some of the best ones. Interestingly enough, too, a little bit of keyboard history. In one of her earliest group buys, all of her weights were a bit off to where people were getting the 65 gram spring, and the 65 gram spring, which everyone thought was like their bread and butter, where they had to be nothing lighter. It was actually, and people loved it. Everyone was like, oh, this spring is so good. It was actually tested out to be a 55 gram weight. And so, yeah, so people actually would do a lot better than they would think with a lighter spring. And so, like with an MX Black switch, you can really get away with a very light spring, if you ask me.
Yeah, what's the advantage, or Max, what's the advantage of the newer housings? So, like, I mean, I've just been, yeah, exactly. Okay, I mean, I know the scoop with the stems, but like, why would you swap into newer housings if the, like, yeah, I don't know if the stems are already pretty worn down and smooth.
What's the advantage
like
or disadvantage to a newer housing?
Yeah, I mean, like for what it's worth, you know. Let's see, I've got 3 boards right now, 4 boards maybe. I've got you know, I've got my Alps Blue board, I've got my Model F, I've got 55 gram Silent Topre at work, and then the other board that's stuck at work is my 78 gram Zeal Housing Cherry Silent Black stems.
Okay.
And that's my favorite linear board. But
those are nice.
I may at some point want to build.
Yeah,
I'm getting like
the MX Xylants. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
those are nice.
Getting the jonesing for like a normal linear.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean the vintage blacks, I like, those are the best in my opinion. And specifically like the older G80 models. The Wise vintage blacks you can get are pretty good, but they can have consistency issues, as can, you know, really all linears. But yeah, the older the date code, the generally more consistent the switch experience. I built up a board for Shinzlan the other week, and he had sent me, so get this is how much of a meme he sent me. He sent me a whole batch of about 100 of these. Every single one of them had a Gateron yellow spring in it, and then the housings were all from the housings and stems were all G80 vintage blacks, date codes like A through D, somewhere in that range.
Gateron yellow springs?
Yep, Gateron Yellow Springs. And that's generally about like a 65 gram weight, but they're like pretty much argued if you like that weight, they're pretty much one of the best springs you can get. But you just have to buy a full set of Gateron Yellows and harvest them all to get them. And he used all south-facing home row vintage blacks for every single switch.
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
Yeah. So very, very memey build. It felt great, but honestly, this Corsa here is built up with, actually, it's got some Wise vintage black stems with a Wise vintage black housing and a Greetech 5-pin bottom housing that just felt really, really good. And again, my 62 gram Catway weight. Or no, that one actually has a 59 gram Gone spring on it. Yep. Vint Browns are so good. Yeah, Dale Snail is talking about Vint Browns in chat too. Yeah, Vint Browns are absolutely fantastic. I love them as well. I've got a Jane build right here with vintage Browns.
I don't like tactile switches.
Yeah. Well, these are so smooth.
I've never liked tactile switches. I mean, I have that Topre 55 at work.
Yeah.
But, I actually like the mush. I like the mush of Topre. I like the mush of silent linears.
Trust me, I hear you. I can understand that completely. Yeah, but vintage Browns have a funny spot in my heart.
Yeah, I mean, I used to use fucking God. What was my board? I had a TX, a TX80 or what? The TKL was TX80. Yeah.
80. Yep. Yeah, like an 84 or an 86 or something like that.
Yeah. TX84. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
TX84 with what the fuck are they called? Panda switches? Not holy pandas, just
the regular invert pandas. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and 100 gram springs.
Okay.
100 gram, yeah, and then I put what are they called? O-rings on my keycaps.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Those are bad.
But yeah. I like the
dampened grossness.
I like the dampened on the end stroke.
Do you remember when Huey did the build where he did the fully silenced build, and he had some MX black silence, he had the O-rings, and he had those clip-in
the QMX clips.
The QMX clips. And it was
I mean, if
so bad.
If there's any hill I'll die on, it's that QMX clips are just bad. I had whatever the other silencing clips are, the non-QMX ones.
Okay. And those aren't as bad, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I used those. That was on my first custom board. What the fuck was on there? I had I had heavy Zelio round 3s and whatever the clip-in silencers were.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're not good.
Nope.
They're not good.
They're not.
The QMX ones were worse.
I can confirm.
The QMX ones were just way worse.
I think I'm missing something here. 4. This is the only problem with doing.
They were made by Zeal. Zeal made them.
Yeah. Nope. Still bad. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Still ended up bad. Yeah. Adding anything, you get too much into that. Adding anything in like that, I mean, it just kind of gets to a point where it's kind of gross.
I should just maybe I should fucking. Is vintage black and Zeal housing still a thing, or is?
Nah, you know what the thing is? It's vintage black. Or no. Yeah, the stems. This is the black, the silent black stems. That's what people do.
Yeah, so that's what I have at work, is I have the silent black stems in zeal housing. And that's really smooth, and it's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
But I kind of want a normal linear board. I don't even know why. I don't even know if I'd use it.
Dude, go for it. That's all I use. When this whole crazy quarantine status ends, we'll get together, man. I'll bring you some of my best, best linear blacks.
Like I say this while I'm like sitting here. I have no reason to have anything quieter, and I have like, you know, one of the best custom, you know, blue. Alps blue
Alps
boards.
blues, yeah, dude.
I have like one of the best Alps blue boards ever built. Like, sorry, fuckos. Like, this thing is like amazing.
I moved mine. I don't have mine anymore. I sold my Alps blue, my SGI beige, and it was built up for my TGR, my V2. I sold it.
I should turn off noise suppression and turn off voice and video. How do I do this? Input sensitivity.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's in like the bottom. It's on the bottom left for me. I don't know if you're in the web.
Okay, I do want that. I don't want noise suppression. All right.
Is that the right profile? Nope, sure isn't. This is the problem with blanks, especially blanks that don't have the profile, the row written on the bottom of them. It's just for me a fucking guessing game as I go down the list or go down these rows.
Where's my?
Oh, I heard you.
No,
I heard you over there.
Stuff. I was typing, but it's actually not plugged in.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I definitely heard you over there.
About to plug this in.
Sorry, rip chat, rip your ears.
Chat, bless your fucking nippers. This is about to be real. Alright, here we go.
Oh, I heard it.
This right here, this is like a master class in clicky switches here. This is like the two best clicky switches of all time. I mean,
the Alps blue? I'd absolutely agree. Yeah, the beam springs and the... Nah, nothing. What are you going to say? Cherry... What are you going to say? Cherry green?
Buckling springs and Alps blue, alright?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no competition there in my mind.
Here we go. Let's try this out.
It's still noise gating some of it.
All right. Let's see. Let's turn my input down. Voice, video, input mode. Automatically determine input sensitivity. Lol, no. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
You hear me constantly?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you're constantly up now.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. There they are.
Ready for this? All right, here we go. This is a little lower.
It's so good. So good. Dude, I love Alps.
Once you've used the Model F, it's just
Oh yeah, I mean when it comes to clickies, yeah, there's really no comparison between Alps and Beamspring. Yeah, I mean you can't really.
Yeah, I mean the Alps actually feels really good. Although it's quite light, frankly. I think it has a maybe it's got higher weighting. I can't even tell, but yeah, it actually does.
Mm-hmm.
But the sound is so light.
Mm-hmm.
It's just totally fucking drowned out. Oh yeah, I mean I guess Beamspring is technically the best, you know, clicky ever made, but Beamspring essentially doesn't really exist in any sort of usable capacity.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I'd sign off on that for sure.
It's like it's pretty much meme only. Like, you can connect a beam spring to your computer, but people pretty much don't, I guess.
Right. Yeah. No, I'd sign off on that for sure.
It's not very feasible.
Not something you see, right, every day.
Yeah, it's not something you can do easily. Whereas, like, you know, when we're talking like Alps boards and you know, now new Model S, like it's available. You can buy them. You can buy them and you can use them and you can program them.
What is Mike's turnaround on them these days, on the Model F project?
Joe.
Joe. Yep. I keep thinking Mike.
I have no idea. I mean, the guy keeps the fucking thread updated, so.
Yeah, that's good at least. Nice. Yeah, you got in. So did you get in, Zach, when he first came to the DC meetup 2 years ago or 3 years ago? Was that it?
He actually started the buy earlier than that.
Okay.
He started the buy maybe 4.5 years ago, I think.
Okay.
I got in pretty early on though. Max encouraged me to get in on it when Max and I used to talk a lot when he was a student at Georgetown.
Yeah.
And I mean, probably Regilicious. But
yeah.
Yeah, he was telling me about the Model F situation, and I was like, well, I guess I'm stupid enough to join in on this. Like, hobby, and like I can see, you know, I can see wanting to do this, so I just did it.
Jumped in, yeah. Dude, yeah, you got to.
I waited about 2 years for mine.
Okay. Yeah, I know they did take a while with them. That's for sure.
And it actually came to me approximately when I expected.
Okay.
Like, I was looking to get it by Christmas 2020, and I think it came in just after New Year's 2020.
Okay. I gotcha.
I was like, you know, at the last major update, I thought that I was going to get kicked to, you know, Christmas 2021. Sorry, when I meant Christmas 2019, I thought I was going to get it, and I thought it was going to get kicked to the next Christmas, but I ended up getting it a month later.
Okay.
But I also paid for the low serial number, so I have serial number 2.
Right. Right. And
I don't know. Yeah, I think I did not get a particularly common layout. I think everyone who got this wanted the super heavy zinc case, and they wanted full HHKB setup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Split right shift and split backspace.
Yeah.
But I'm not an HHKBer. I'm a weirdo who uses like pseudo arrow keys.
Hold it up for me. Let me see what layout you have on that thing. Or can you tilt your camera down?
Let me see.
That's the easiest for you. Oh, with the blanks too. So what do you do with the arrow keys on that thing?
I'm trying not to tilt this too much because the springs are touchy. All right. So these keys down here, the shift, alt, win, control.
Yeah. And those are all the arrow keys.
Those are all arrow keys for me.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because I typed like a weirdo, and I barely use my right hand when typing. It's a holdover from when I played RTS games a lot and FPS games a lot, and I only use my left hand on the keyboard and use, you know, my right hand on the mouse. So my right hand assist on the keyboard was only with one finger. So I barely use it. Yeah.
I gotcha.
It's an interesting picked up habit. But I still type fast as shit, so
what are you? Yeah, there you go. Nice. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Whatever works for you.
I'm sure everyone in chat is just like probably types faster than me, but like we're in a very, small group of people. Everyone outside of us.
Right.
Like, it's probably like, you fucking weirdos.
Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true.
We're talking about the difference between 80 to 100 and 120 words per minute. Like, everyone out there is just like, all right, I typed
It's the difference between the top 4% and the top 1%, right? Yeah. Yeah, true that. So this is the pain of putting blanks on a keyboard, as you know all too well.
You know how I do it is I keep the blank holder.
Just one of them that's in the right spot.
I keep the holder. There's when I got my blanks from Gataron, they
Oh, you keep the shell.
Yeah, the shell has single key mounts on it. And so that way it's either on the keyboard or it's off the keyboard.
Yep. No, I hear you. I just have a desk drawer full of Ziploc bags. My setup is a mess. Well, I just have too many if I didn't. This looks like the right profile. Am I getting it? Am I doing it?
Dream. I know it's hyped to all bejesus.
What's that?
And the Joe's Model F.
Oh yeah.
I know it's hyped to all bejesus, but guys, it's just so fucking good. I even got the aluminum version, right? I'm the dummy who has weird setup and the weird aluminum version instead of the OG zinc.
Right. And you still love it.
I still love it. And frankly, I would have been fucked if I got the zinc one because it wouldn't have fit well on the underdesk tray that I have.
Oh, it's at a taller profile or something?
It's a little taller in the back, but more importantly, it's a little wider.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just thicker.
Yeah. It's got that thickness.
Yeah, and I actually need what very little space that I have.
Sure.
And I kind of like the I don't know what you would call it, medium profile of the aluminum board.
Yeah, there you go. Nah, it looks really good. I've seen the pictures of it. Has anyone done any testing with a gasket mount on the Tofu? Is that something I should even mess with? I'm wondering if I could do a gasket mount on this thing.
Are you keeping it built with those blanks?
So this is for a client, and so I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it like this for right now. Yeah, look at that thing.
Yeah, it looks great.
That thing looks clean.
It's a very modest keyboard. It's really nice.
Yeah, I really like it. All right, so now what I need to do, now that I put all the keycaps on, I need to remove them so I can get to the points in the case where the standoffs are. But we will keep the profiles in the same spot so we know where we're looking, and we will install these screws here so that the keyboard is actually held down.
So you put the caps on just to make sure that the switches are installed straight and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Before I actually mount it into the case. You got it. And it looks pretty good. Everything looks pretty straight to me. I don't see any crookedness.
Let me look. I think you're good. Maybe the pipe key.
Yeah, that's the only one. But it actually twists a little bit. Do you see? So here's the full range of movement on these switches. These Yak Holy Pandas. Look at that. So it turns there, and it can turn all the way over to the other side
Turn it back to
and
whatever
reverse
you
it.
Right?
Yeah. Huh?
Oh yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. It's actually just the movement of the inners of the switch. So these Yak Holy Pandas have some wobble to them, wobble and shake a little bit. So yeah, you'd get a little bit of that over time with this bottom row too, with all these 1.25s. Yeah, so Regalicious, looking at the plate and the PCB compatibility, unfortunately the PCB didn't support a 1.5 on the right side here, which was really weird. The 6060 supported a 1.5, 1.5, 7U, 1111, which was really weird. And so yeah, we opted not to do that. I'm trying to find, where did I put the little bag of screws there for the, oh, here they are. These are the screws for the Tofu here. And we will do the middle guy first. I'm going to go ahead and magnetize these as well as the tip of my screwdriver. Make it easier so this doesn't fall off. Yeah, I'm interested to see how these sound. I think the stabilized keys sounded really good from what I was testing and pressing to make sure the stabilizers were nice and thick. I think these will be a pretty good turnout. Oh my goodness, right as I said that. Did this not magnetize? Not at all. Oh my goodness. This is going to be difficult then. We'll load this up.
No! This fucking thread is gone. God damn it.
What are you looking for?
It is gone. The thread is freaking gone. Here, I will post this to chat so that someone can remember this.
All right, remind me, guys, where are the tray standoffs?
Max, do you know what Nixie whites are?
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. Nixie whites?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're fucking right. Good face.
So hold on. What are Nixie? I know what Nixies are. What are Nixie whites?
So when you disassemble a Nixdorf board, you get 100 something or the other black switches, and one Nixdorf white switch.
Okay.
And the white switch, also sometimes known as clear, is on the spacebar.
Oh, yeah. It's the high rose. It's the high rose clear switch. I thought that was a high rose. There's Nixie. Nixie does those too, where the spacebar is a clear.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's the same thing. The high rose does the same thing.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. My I had a client build that I did with a high rose clear switch on the spacebar. And it sounded no different. It sounded, you know what it felt like? It felt like the old school MX gray spacebar. It was no different. It's just a meme.
Bad, is my impression. Like the high rose was like straight up like the worst type of meme where it was rare and expensive, but it was just bad.
It is.
Like the Nixie one, I think my impression was it's fine.
Right. Nixies are pretty good. Yeah, Nixies are just like a vintage black. They can be very, very good. Yeah. Yeah.
So, but someone did,
High rows are bad. High rose, the stems.
Whites.
Yeah, high rose, the stems fall off.
Yeah, so they collected Nixie whites at like something absurd, like $25 a switch or so.
That sounds about right.
And then they made a board of it.
Oh my god, that's such a meme. Yeah, that's something we should waste our money on.
And it only fucking happened once.
Made a full board of Nixie whites.
Yep.
That's funny.
And now that fucking thread is gone to history. But
no.
People.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Everyone who saw it will remember this thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you look at that thread I linked, like
next level meme.
It's like Ramney's is a classic poster.
Yeah. That's funny.
So, Ramneys remembers. Like, the institutional memory is there.
That's funny. All right, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4. What other standoffs did we have on the tofu?
Let's see.
I had 1, 2, 3. There was one here, right? There was a standoff over here to the bottom right. I think, right? Am I losing my mind? Was there a standoff over here? No, there's not. Oh, yes, there is. It's right over here. I found it, Zach. I found it. I had lost it and then I found it, mate. It being polycarbonate too, I can actually see what I'm doing here. In screwing the PCB into the
holy shit
board. You find it?
This guy bought 95 Nixdorf boards.
Oh my god. That's a meme. That's a meme if I've ever heard it.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna share this. There's the Wayback Machine so that someone can see this.
Oh, so you found the actual archived link?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, please send it.
I'm trying to get to the third page of this.
So my 910 was nowhere near that memey. It was quite memey, but it was nowhere near that memey. You know my 910 was built with a full set of 65 MX gray linear switches, right? From all the space bars on the G80s.
Yep.
Yeah. And it sounded like a scratchy MX red piece of shit. I rebuilt that thing with vintage blacks. And now I've just got a very nice supply of MX gray space bars. All right. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it just 5 standoffs? Let's go to the tofu. Tofu, keyboard, case.
Yeah.
Show me the case with nothing in it, please. Please, please. I think I found it. No, that's definitely not it. There can't be that many standoffs. There can't be that many standoffs. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I can't find the third page of this thread. It just doesn't exist.
Yikes.
Please. I beg of you, internet.
While you're searching, let's see what this thing sounds like. It's a really sharp looking board, actually, if I do say so myself. Look at that thing, Zach. Put it on the desk mat.
It's good looking.
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it. It's good.
Here you go, chat. What do you think? Just a nice. We got the brass plate with the polycarb case. Oh, and look at this. This is brilliant.
Yeah.
That spacer left in the case lines up with the reset button on the PCB. Thank you, Jesus. That is next level design. Tofu.
It's good design.
Tofu, so good. It's got a nice little port cutout too. I built a couple tofus. It's been a while since I built one though. And I'm pleased with the end result on this thing. Let's see what it sounds like. Let's do. I wonder if I can do multiple display captures. Oh yeah, I can, baby. I'm probably going to need to, oh no, you should be able to hear me actually. You'll be able to hear me, you won't be able to hear the, I'm gonna pause music for a second. Yeah, Zach won't be able to hear my keyboard sounds through the Discord though.
Yeah.
You will.
In Discord, you can set it to you could set it to no noise suppression and no sensitivity.
Yep, and then it would work. Yeah, you're right. Let's move this over a little bit here. I need to unlock that. And there we go. Resize this window a little bit. These damn advertisements. 10 Fast Fingers has thrown in a lot of advertisement space lately. There we go. All right, that's looking good. All right, let's see what this thing sounds like. Go one ear in here. I need to redo on this one. Man, this sounds good though, Zach. Are you watching this on stream? Actually sounds really good. Yeah, you're not gonna hear it because the Discord is not gonna.
Hold on a second.
The Discord's not gonna attenuate it.
Let me unmute that.
Yeah, I think it sounds really good. The spacebar sounds juicy.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good. I unmuted for a moment just so I could hear it.
Yeah, I like it. I'm going to finish up this typing test so people can see how slow I type. Oh no. I imploded at the end of the test. I like it. I like it, Zach. I like it. I think Yeffy will like it too. That's the sound I was hoping for. Nice, Yeffy. Yeah, good. I love it, man. Yeah, so the LEDs are pretty nice too. I think it's a pretty good look overall. You'll have to hit me up and figure out what layout you want for this thing. We can probably do like the crazy arrow keys like this, just like you've got on yours, Zach. that arrow key layout on the 60%.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm a huge fan. So did they want it built with arrow keys?
Yeppy was playing around with the idea of it initially, and we opted to go with a more classic 60% with the 1.51, 1.57, 1.51, 1.5.
Yeah, that's what
and
I
then
got.
just, the split right shift.
Yeah.
But the plate and PCB combo didn't support the ability to do 1.51, 1.5 on the right side, unfortunately. So that's why we went with the 1.25 full layout and the 6.25 spacebar. It's pretty good. I like it still.
Yeah,
It's gonna give Yeffy even more versatility here on this bottom row.
I'd try it out with the arrow keys. I think the arrow key experience, like the pseudo arrow keys, is a good experience.
You don't lose much.
I mean, it depends. It depends if you use the worst really is that it depends if you use right shift.
Which
Like, like I think a lot of people in correct home row typing use right shift.
Yeah, I know I do. Anytime I'm not doing 10 fast fingers, I think the only capital letters I get in the basic 10 fast fingers 200 word test is India and America. But, you know, and India and America is going to be that right shift. But India is going to give you the left shift. But yeah, you will miss out on that if you use the right shift a lot. Do you remember, Zach, the Transformers board that dropped almost the whole right side of the board in order to get a larger blocker for the Optimus Prime logo? Some guy actually prototyped it. And of course, it never released into group buy because the guy was trolled into oblivion. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't remember this.
Oh man, okay, hold on. I'll have to get it for chat too. This was so funny. Let's go here. I have it in my memes here, guys. Hold on, let me turn my display capture off for a second, and I'll just show it up on stream because it's in I saved it to my meme picture folder. Hold up. Where is it here?
Oh my god.
Here
KB
it is.
Defense still has high-rose oranges for sale. Oh my god.
KB Defense does?
They're like $10 a switch.
Oh, that's why they have them still for sale.
Lol.
All right, so check this out. It's gonna come right up over our heads, Zach. Look in Twitch. I just moved it to the other display so that it's right over our faces right now. But there's the transformer.
Why? Why does this board look like that?
Why does that exist? That is the correct question. So you've got an enter key, and what I can only presume is, so do you have the full, so ZXCV, right? ZXCV BNM, right, left, question mark. So you drop that shift, and then the whole right side, like, so you can do like it looks like some shitty sort of layout here on the left, a smaller space bar, I'm assuming, and then yeah, a 1U or maybe a 1.25 or something. But we had to get it in there, so we got Optimus Prime. We needed it. All right. Well, Zach, thank you so much for chilling tonight, dude. I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. We had a 3.5 hour stream tonight. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. This was fun, dude. We'll have to do this again next time. I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up next time I'm building.
Will do. I've got my
buddy.
good mic now, and what the fuck am I getting soon? Oh, I'll be fully set up soon once I get my new power brick. Once I get the new power brick, then
there we go.
Everything will be set up.
You'll be ready. Dude, are you gearing up? Are you going to start streaming as well?
No,
you're just joining me. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm just getting a bunch of shit so that I sound great on your stream and on Zoom calls.
Nice. There we go. Dude, and let me know too. Hit me up on that Dungeons and Dragons stream. When you guys are doing that next, let me know. Is it stream or is it podcasting?
He makes a podcast of it.
Okay. Dude, that's hysterical. I'd love to check that out. We should start. I would love to play Dungeons and Dragons sometime. That would be so much fun.
Oh my god, it's so much of a time commitment.
Can you not just jump into it casually one afternoon? Like, you need to build a whole campaign and go off the deep end with it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Where's the streaming casually or the Dungeons and Dragons for the casual noob? That's what I need.
I mean, I've been playing for more than half my life, so I don't know.
Right.
I wouldn't know where to start.
Oh my God. Yeah. Well, you'll have to help me figure it out. All right. So we're gonna raid Franco here. Let me see here. Let's go to the. I don't get why it does this. Streaming tools now. This new, they like mixed everything up and confused me with Twitch when they updated the overlays on the website. All right, we got it. Raid channel. And Franco. I love Franco. If you guys haven't watched it already, check out Franco's VOD for when he's traveling from Texas to Washington State. It's so cool. And yep, we're going to start the raid here. And we are ready to grade in just a couple seconds. All right, thanks again, Zach, and thanks everyone for tuning in chat. I appreciate you guys. Peace.
Yeah.
All right, nice. We are raiding Franco and we are offline. Thanks again, Zach. Dude, this was so fun.
Of course.
Yeah, dude, I loved this. Having Chad hang out for a bit. We're going to have to do this again for sure sometime soon. All right, man. My wife is getting up tomorrow morning at 4 a.m., so I better stop making noise and head to bed myself.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later, dude.
All right, man. See you, buddy. Later.